At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X, blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry because I'll bet my mom can't cook. Hello everyone and welcome to Mum Can't Cook, a DCOM podcast. I am a Disney Channel executive from the early 2000s, Andy Farrington. I'm here with my fellow executive, Luke Westaway. Say hi, Luke.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Andy. Yeah, tell them what's up.
Well, we're in deep, Luke. We need...
Again?
Yeah, we need another extreme sports movie, but we've done them all.
What?
What's left?
Oh.
What's left? We've done surfing. We've done rollerblading. We've done skateboarding. There's nothing left.
Windsurfing. We've not done windsurfing.
We've done windsurfing. Ring of Endless Light. She was out there every day. She was out there every day. Luke, for God's sake, get your head in the game.
God, we've done windsurfing?
We've done windsurfing. It's all
we are in trouble.
Cooking. We've done cooking.
Cooking could be a sport.
No, well, no. Eisner's shaking his head.
Chimps. Is chimps a sport?
Chimps. I mean, yeah, but we've just bloody done it.
Okay.
Oh, we need to take an existing. We take an existing sport and do it in a different way. Surfing.
Good.
So you usually surf through water, don't you?
Yes.
What are the other states that matter? Gas. Surfing through gas.
Surfing through that's good. That's good. That's good. Surfing through
rollerblading on water.
So that's good. Surfing through liquid. No, that's surfing. Surfing surfing through light, surfing through air, surfing through filth. Wait.
Hang on a second.
What did I just say?
Surfing through filth? Hey.
What about surfing through like mud?
And like garbage.
Yeah, just like
dirt and garbage.
Yeah, scree and sort of bits of manky soil and
mud
stuff
and sort
like
of
that.
like roadkill and things.
Yes.
That would be a sport.
Could that work?
That would be extreme.
That could work.
I mean, I know it's 2007. We've done all the other sports. What's left? Surfing through filth.
Surfing through filth. It's either that or we finally do one about razor scooters. And I'm not ready to go there yet.
No, I'll quit. I'll go to ABC before you see me doing that.
They wouldn't have you.
Well, when I suggest my new reality show, American Idol, but through filth. Then
I'm
we'll
pretty
see.
sure that show has been made.
Yeah, it's true. Friends, what you just heard there was a real recording of the creative process behind the conception of Johnny Kapahala Back on Board, which is the Disney Channel original movie that we will be talking about today.
Now, you're going to keep wanting to call it Johnny Tsunami Back on Board because it is the sequel to legendary, iconic Disney Channel original movie Johnny Tsunami. And I was really racking my brains with why they called this one Johnny Kapahala Back on Board.
Well, the problem is the main character isn't called Johnny Tsunami, confusingly.
Yeah, but that didn't bother them the first time.
No, it didn't, did it?
But do you know what also didn't bother them the first time? The Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004. Which I think... I was like, why didn't they call it Johnny Tsunami 2? And then I remembered that I think the vibe around the concept of this particular natural disaster very much changed at this juncture in the early noughties.
And actually, I hadn't thought about that. And throughout this movie, a lot of people call Johnny's grandpa Johnny T.
Yeah, I honestly think there is an element of consciously downplaying the tsunami in the name.
Yeah. But also the fact that they couldn't have their main character be a 61-year-old man in a relationship with a woman 22 years his junior.
They really could, and they basically have. So...
so this is the sequel to the beloved surfing movie. Not a lot of surfing in this one. Quite a lot of sort of problematic age gap relationships.
Yep.
Let's see how Disney sold it to the kids.
Just like that.
The Disney Channel original movie is extreme.
When you're ready, I'm going to turn you into a dirt head.
Johnny's gonna surf the turf.
You all get your matching outfits at Dirt Devils. They bring the dirt, and I supply the devil. Not a dirt devil yet.
No, I will be. Whatever you want to see, I'll do it. Give him a chance.
The Disney Channel original movie, Johnny Kapahala, back on board. Tomorrow at 8/7 Central on Disney Channel.
Do you like problematic age gap relationships?
Age problematic relationships. 8/7 Central. Only on Disney Channel. So, should we?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say about this one up top?
Yeah, dirtboarding sucks. It looks stupid and slow and like a terrible sport. Dirtboarding is nothing.
The editing efforts that this movie goes to try and make mountainboarding, as it sometimes calls it dirt boarding.
Mm-hmm. Trash boarding.
Yeah, trash
garbage boarding.
Yeah, garbage shredding. The lengths that it goes to with the editing to try and make it look extreme and fun. Oh, man,
every button on the video toaster is getting pressed.
I think what's telling is that I've never encountered this particular extreme sport outside of this movie in any context whatsoever.
Yeah.
I've never seen a mountain board apart from in Johnny Kapahala Back on Board.
Yeah. Literally never even heard of it, never encountered it in any way.
No.
Never heard of superstar of the sport, the Tony Hawk of dirtboarding, Akoni Kama.
Oh my God. Well, you're wondering, did they get a Coney for this one?
You
Is
better
there going to
believe
be an Coney cameo.
Hey, you better believe the mouse opened his wallet for a Coney.
Opened his wallet, produced
a single dollar bill. Produced $1 Disney dollar.
Produced one fast pass.
One fast pass for an unpopular ride.
For Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
You can use this to go on Crush's coaster. Actually,
man.
that's in high.
That is a good ride, yeah. The odd thing is that Johnny Tsunami wasn't about surfing. It was about snowboarding. There was very little surfing in Johnny Tsunami, so it's not like they've done surfing.
Yeah, they could do surfing
in their surf franchise. So I would love it if this one had just been about surfing in a more straightforward way.
Surfing the pipeline.
Yeah, but instead it's about surfing a real pipeline that's heading down to the ocean.
Yeah, and dumping waste into it.
Yeah. Just surfing through some kind of brown site.
So, you'll remember that we thought the original Johnny Tsunami was good.
Yes.
It was a good DCOM.
Yes.
And this film shares the same writers. They've added 2 additional writers to the team. Mm-hmm. But the original 2 writers are there. I don't think it's as good as the original.
It's not as good, but
there's still quite a lot to like in it.
On the spectrum of the movies we talk about on this podcast, this one is up there. It is coherent. Mm-hmm. It does hit some emotional beats.
Yeah.
The story is fun.
Yeah. It forgets it needs to have a race finale about 10 minutes until about 10 minutes from the end. Yeah, it's like, who's he going to race?
This film completely resolves and then is like, oh my God,
we forgot the race. You that over there. Do you want to race? I guess I'll have a race.
It has, I think, one of the best villains in a DCOM that we've ever encountered, like a really, truly loathsome, hateable villain.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Johnny
brilliant.
Tsunami.
No way. Johnny T.
Johnny T.
He's a legend.
He's hanging loose and living large.
My only note before we kick off this one is I think we should make an effort to try and keep count of the times the character Chris goes missing. It's
a lot.
It is almost every scene begins or ends with someone running into a room going, Chris has gone missing.
Where's Chris? Chris floats past the window.
They cannot keep hold of this kid.
Yeah, he's wily.
Okay.
So the movie opens on snow falling. Johnny is standing heroically on a mountain. Johnny Kapahala, this is our hero. Mm-hmm. He gives a recap of the first movie. It takes him a lot less time than it took us. He explains that he is old now. 8 years have passed since the original film. Johnny is now, the actor playing him is 22 years old. So he's an adult man.
He says probably changed a little since some of you last saw me with a smirk, but he does it basically the same.
Yeah,
so.
It's just like they've stretched him out a bit.
Yeah, he looks a bit stretched.
He says, this week, if I'd known what a wild ride it'd be, I might have just stayed on the mountain. And then we get a CGI shot of a steep cliff edge. It's not very good CG. You can sort of see the frost troll from Skyrim stamping around at the bottom of this
weirdly,
cabin.
the crevasse and the precipice are both CGI.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they didn't even sort of make a little bit of snowy ground for him to stand on.
Simply no way. Johnny is unbalanced suddenly, and he looks like he's about to tip forward into this PlayStation 2 cutscene. Then he does.
He falls like James Bond off the dam at the start of GoldenEye, sort of Christ-like through the air, and lands in Hawaii?
What?
He splashes into the ocean in the surf, and then he surfs in his ski gear towards the beach, which is quite a cool visual, I have to say. The only one we'll be getting in the movie, so do relish it, would be my advice.
This one. You're like, wonder if they'll keep this up throughout the film.
And then we hear Johnny's father's voice going, Johnny, Johnny, Johnny! And wouldn't you know it, this is a dream.
Yeah, he wakes up, he's in the back of his parents' car. They're back in Hawaii, presumably to the angry disgust of Pete Kapahala, his father.
Yes.
Johnny looks out of the window at grainy 240p stock footage of Hawaii. I never thought we'd be coming back here to see my father get, says Pete. I don't know what word your mind filled in.
Executed.
Executed is what I got.
It's still too raw for them to talk about.
There's many crimes against Hawaii.
I never thought we'd be back here to see this.
I thought once again he'd dance out to the gallows reach. But I guess it had to catch up to him sooner or later.
Exactly. He's like, you can't run from your past.
But no, it's hitched, tied down, hooked up, says Johnny. That's right, Johnny Tsunami is finally ready to get married and start a family.
So, a running theme of this movie and a really enjoyable theme is that it's all about Johnny Tsunami, Johnny's granddad, becoming immediately ready to emotionally settle down and do all sorts of fatherly things for a young boy called Chris that he never did with his actual son.
Actual child, Pete Kapahala. He did it with Johnny. He was very paternal and helped him out a lot. But Pete. Are you okay with this, Dad? Says Johnny. I'm good, yells Pete Kapahala, crashing his car into a pineapple tree.
It seems like Johnny's dad has some reservations, and not just at Seattle's Kona Kitchen, which he owns and operates.
Yeah.
Because he's played by Yuji Okamoto.
He doesn't need reservations.
That's the best thing about owning and operating a restaurant.
He can sit anywhere he likes.
He can just turf out some paying customers.
Yeah. Or just come and sit at their table and help himself to their Kahlua pig.
I cooked this. I owned and operated this pig.
I mean, not literally.
No way. So anyway, yes, it sounds like Johnny's dad has some reservations. Let's hear about that.
How's it feel to be back in Hawaii, huh?
Awesome. And I feel like we've been away forever. Never thought we'd be coming back here to see my father get, hitched, tied down, hooked up.
How about just married?
Are you okay with this, Dad?
No, yeah, I'm good.
It's because we haven't met Grandpa's squeeze yet, isn't it?
Her name is Carla.
No, that's not it.
This is about Carla's son, isn't it?
Well, don't you think it's just a little strange? I mean, I've always been an only child, and now what's his name? Chris? Dad hasn't said 2 words about him.
Oh, I think it's nice that Johnny's going to have an uncle.
So it's probably worth just explaining as plainly as we can the family situation here.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Because it is complicated. Mm-hmm. So Johnny Kapahala is the protagonist, a teen boy. His mum and dad are his mum and dad, and his dad's dad is the legendary Johnny Tsunami.
Yeah,
the
Hawaiian
surfer.
Legend, based on Duke Hanamoku.
Yes. Now, we find out from this little conversation that between movies, Granddad Johnny Tsunami has fallen in love with someone called Carla, and Carla comes to this relationship with a child already.
Called Chris.
So
he says that Granddad hasn't said 2 words about this Chris. So, but Johnny's like, hey, maybe it'd be cool to have an uncle,
Yeah.
Someone cool I could hang out with.
Yeah, exactly. So they drive on past the exit to Grandpa's house. The parents say that they're going to stay in town for a few days, and they've arranged for Johnny to hitch a ride with a friend of ours.
Because they can't get the smell of weed out of their clothes whenever they stay at Johnny Tsunami's house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So they pull up, and there's like, And the whole family waves hello to Sam from the last movie.
A complete stranger sitting in a Jeep.
Yeah, it's previously played by Lee Thompson-Young, now played by Jonathan Lil J. McDaniel, who you may potentially recognise from That's So Raven or from short film Alien Abdiction, which I tell you, there's a lot on Jonathan Lil J. McDaniel's IMDb page, but Alien Abdiction really jumps out.
Yeah.
From what I can tell from the poster, it's about someone whose penis gets abducted by aliens.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of gathered from the title. But what you won't recognise him from is Johnny Tsunami, because he's not the actor who played Sam in Johnny Tsunami.
This does make it really confusing when they're like, hey, it's Sam! And Sam's like, hey, it's me, Sam.
He's your old friend Sam. It's like he's been talented Mr. Ripley'd.
Yeah, right.
The real Sam got whacked with a boat oar out at sea. And now this imposter. This imposter is living his life.
Wearing Sam's clothes. So, yeah, the creature wearing the skin of Sam explains that he's been in Iceland for 4 years, during which time his personality has changed completely.
As has his face and body. He explains his dad was transferred here to Hawaii, sure, I guess. Suddenly they see some radical street surfers carving the tarmac in full safety gear.
Yes.
This is our first look at dirt boarding, mountain boarding. It's like if you took a skateboard, put like snowboard style feet straps into it and made the tires sort of really big and off-road.
Yeah.
And also it sort of, everything was really bumpy and slow and boring. And the board's really heavy, so you can't do as like cool tricks with it.
Yeah, big chunky off-road tyres is the main thing. So needless to say, Sam stops the car at the sight of this, because it's like Jurassic Park when they see the first dinosaur.
Oh,
like
yeah, they're both
you have to stop the
transfixed.
Jeep. Yeah, with trembling hands, Johnny removes his sunglasses. And we get our first look at a new extreme sport. Hard rock plays, and a gang of 5 identically dressed teens come weaving down the road.
Yeah.
They're on whatever we're calling these. They're mountain boards.
It's garbage slats.
Dirt carvers.
Yeah.
They're not really going very fast, so the camera is all shaky. And it's got a grungy filter on it to let us know that what's happening is deeply extreme.
It's cool, actually, yeah. So they're impressed by this, and then they go to Johnny Tsunami's house. Sam leaves. Johnny Kapahala goes inside. Right on, he says, surfs up, because the house is empty. He looks on the dresser, and he sees a production still from the movie Johnny Tsunami. It's of him and his grandpa on the beach. It's a still shot of the scene where Johnny is talking to his grandpa, and his grandpa says to him that sometimes waves don't look like waves.
Oh, man.
It's like a still from that scene, which you'll notice there were no photographers present during.
Absolutely. But it's like, you know, Bono, sometimes those waves... Hang on, sorry, let me just get a quick selfie.
There's a beach photographer here. He'll take a nice picture. I'll put it in my lounge.
Yeah, $10. Well, it is a nice one. And you are moving away.
Yeah, that's all implied. Yeah.
So Johnny heads on to his room. We know this because there is a sign on the door saying Pono's room. But he finds, what's this? It's full of junk. It's full of some other kid's junk that isn't his.
There's a beanbag that looks like Guy Fieri and loads of hockey stuff.
Weird. Cut to the surf. A young boy is wiping out in the shallows over and over. He stumps out of the sea going, I told you this is stupid. I don't want to surf.
Yeah.
And he
screams that at Johnny Tsunami, who goes, eee.
And he turns and greets Johnny warmly with his trademark laugh, which I didn't realise I had missed as much as I had until I heard it.
He says.
So
which
nice.
Is lovely.
So Johnny Tsunami, we'll go with Grandad from now, maybe, to be less confusing. So Grandad remarks that, hey, look, they both have short hair now. Never thought they'd see that. Well, there's plenty of changes around here, says Grandpa, and leads Johnny back to the house, where a beautiful woman steps lightly down the stairs to the beach.
Hey, you got a visitor, says Johnny. Oh, this is no visitor. This is my Kale Bono, says Grandpa.
That's my Carla, and the two of them kiss. It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. He is easily 20 years her senior.
Yeah, well, Carla is played by Robin Lively, who was 35 at the time of filming. Grandpa was 57 at the time of filming.
Okay, 22-year age gap. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Robin Lively, of course, the half-sister of Eric Lively, who plays Bronk. If you're listening to our Extra Helpings bonus podcasts.
I didn't
And
know
also
that this was
half sister of Blake Lively. And so presumably she also gets to spend Christmas at Ryan Reynolds' house.
Carla's around Ryan Reynolds for Christmas. Oh man, the Disney Channel hangers on who was all around the Reynolds household.
The caravan of Lively's turns up for Christmas. Like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, I was imagining that, the sort of multi-tiered car. Lively's swarm down the sides.
What's for supper, man? We're hungry.
Ryan sprints to his panic room, which is full of aviation gin.
He slams a button, the room fills with aviation gin.
The shutters come down, slicing a Lively in half.
One of the lesser Livelies. The top half still crawling towards the dinner table.
What's for dinner? I bought cranberry sauce.
Oh dear God, it hasn't slowed them down at all. So yeah, half sister of Bronk.
Yeah, incredible.
Sorry, I mean Eric Lively.
Eric Lively, yes. So Carla embraces Johnny, and they are led through into the house for hooly hooly chicken, which Carla has cooked. She mentions casually that her son Chris is missing. She says, hey, where's Chris? I thought he was with you, Johnny. And Johnny says, oh, he'll be here. He's hungry, very calmly.
Yeah.
Fine. Now, about your room, says Carla.
Yes. She says, the house I rented down the beach is very small. So Chris stays here with your grandpa. I hope it's cool. And Johnny says, hey, it's totally cool. I hope he doesn't mind hanging out with a teenager. I've always related well to adults. And then in walks the small, angry surf child from earlier, and he stomps off to Ponyo's room.
Uh-oh, stomp, 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 stomp. That's my Chris, says Carla.
Yeah.
And we find out, oh my gosh, this Chris is the uncle?
Your new uncle, Ponyo, says Johnny Tsunami.
I mean, obviously, Johnny. Did you think Carla had an adult son that she gave birth to age 8? As soon as you see Carla...
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, the oldest your child could be is the same age as me.
Yeah, right. Your new uncle, says Dad. Uh-oh. So Grandpa and Johnny go to say hi to Chris. He is playing a video game that I'm 90% sure isn't real.
It's the same video game from Stuck in the Suburbs.
I knew I recognised... Thank you. I knew I recognised it.
Same one.
Oh,
absolutely,
there was no way I was going to... How did you remember which one it was?
It's very distinctive. It's got zero user interface and couldn't possibly work as a video game. So.
Oh, that's so great that they've reused the...
Just trotted out again, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of HUD. Lovely.
So Johnny and his grandpa come in. Chris ignores them. This used to be Ponyo's room. He can have it, says Chris. It smells like fish. Well, it could well be that, says Johnny. I used to bring buckets of them in here. They both chuckle at this fond memory. Yeah,
they both chuckle wistfully at the island childhood that Johnny enjoyed. But Chris doesn't seem to be...
fish all over his bedroom.
Yeah. But Chris doesn't seem to be latching onto the vibe very well. No, he's full of exuding rage. Naked aggression. Grandpa says Chris had his first surfing lesson today. Chris interjects that it was lame. Johnny says, well, I was going to say... cool, and that when he was first learning, he wiped out constantly. Then Grandpa goes for a fist bump with Chris that Chris leaves hanging.
Yeah.
A shocking crime. This is Johnny Tsunami.
Yeah, you don't leave Johnny Tsunami hanging.
No. The only hanging he likes to do is hanging 10 and being hanged for his crimes.
Hanging 10 and hanging dong around the house, because he doesn't wear clothes.
Okay, so that's 3.
Yeah.
He'll hang 10, dong, and for his crimes.
Yeah, but you do not leave him hanging, Chris. Unbelievable crime.
Oh, that would look really good on a T-shirt. It's a checklist. Today I'm hanging 10 dong for my crimes.
Oh, no.
No, we shouldn't feel obliged to make every T-shirt that occurs to us.
Oh, okay, so the Tsunamis leave in shame. Chris turns off his game and sighs. Outside, the Tsunamis are watching the surf and bitching about Chris.
Yeah.
Grandpa thanks Johnny for being here. It's the biggest day of my life, says this man with a son.
Yeah, thanks for being here for the biggest day of my life, my wedding.
My second wedding. Yeah.
For remembering that one day about 40 years ago, his only son was born.
Barely registered.
Yeah, so the next day, he drives Johnny to see why Carla and Chris moved to the island of Oahu. So they pull up at a boarded-up surf store. It's called Surf Shack, and that's written in the SpongeBob font.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a surfing shop.
Yeah, Carla's dad owned it, Grandpa explains, and when he died, he passed it to her. And I'm going to help get it going, says Grandpa. You're going to run a shop, says Johnny in total shock.
Yeah. Hey, don't look so surprised, Pono, he says. And they go inside, and it is an absolute disaster. I don't know what Carla's dad was doing in this place, because they say that he used to run this surf shop, and they go inside, and it looks like it's somewhere you'd break into in a zombie apocalypse to scavenge for medical supplies.
Yeah, he used to run this surf shop until he went insane.
Trashed the inside of it with a bat one day.
So yeah, it's a wreck of cardboard boxes. The whole place is really mashed up.
Yeah.
Where's Chris? I thought he was with you, says Grandpa.
Chris has, in fact, gone missing.
That's two. You know what? I'm going to actually make an effort to keep track.
Okay.
Let me open a little notepad. Cool.
So Grandpa says, we've got plenty of work to do for you around here. And he's like, anything you need, Grandpa. And he's like, well, there is one thing. I'd love you to babysit your uncle. So Johnny heads outside, and the rude crew dudes from earlier are streetboarding on a half pipe.
Yeah, they're across the road.
Yeah.
At a different establishment. And just strap the in, you clowns, because your is about to get wrecked by the most radical, in-your-face crew of gnarly mountain boarders to ever carve soil on the Hawaii hills.
I feel like if you're in a half pipe, you could just be on a skateboard.
You could.
And indeed, later they do.
You could if you were boring and unrad. Because mountain boards are the new jazz. Don't you know this?
Yeah, but I mean, take a mountain board on a mountain. If you're in a half pipe, use a skateboard.
You
right tool for the right job.
Oh yeah, but imagine if you went up mountain boarding though, and you didn't have all the experience and practice, you'd be killed.
Doing an indie nosebone.
Or fall in some mud.
Get a bit muddy. Yeah. So these rude crew dudes.
They're hanging outside a shop called Dirt Devils.
Yeah.
And it's a team of boarders so evil they would make Team X-Blades from Brink quake in their rollerblades.
That's right. They are Jared, Bo, Spidey, and Rooster. Another one wearing a helmet with a full face covering takes her helmet off. It's a girl. I'm Val, she says. It's her from The Christmas Prince and Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Yes, Rose McIver.
Yeah. Also, the name Val in an extreme sports film? I don't think so, Disney.
I know.
Please.
It's really distracting every time I've written Val.
Yeah. Don't make us think of Brink, all right? Especially after you took it from us.
Especially after your crimes. So, look, Chris, here comes the nephew, says an evil boy. This is Jared.
3 times Chris's age, this boy is.
To Chris. The boy's pressed up against a chain link face.
One of them is so tough, he has a chain link face.
He has a chain link face. That's how tough they are. He looks passingly like Robert Pattinson, enough to get you briefly excited when you see him and go, oh my God, is that Robert Pattinson?
No, it's not.
It isn't.
Yeah.
It is, in fact, bad boy Jared.
I'm Johnny. Jared. This is Bo, Spidey, and Rooster.
And Val. Hey.
Hey. That's, a dirt board, right?
Some people call it a mountain board. Do you ride? He surfs.
Oh, wow, that's so Hawaiian of you. You live here, right? For now? Yeah. Tomorrow? Who knows? Okay. I get it. You're all from the mainland, and you all don't like surfing, and you all get your matching outfits at, Dirt Devils. Huh? They bring the dirt, and I supply the devil.
So that was your gang of evil mud grinders.
And their leader, evil Troy.
Troy.
He's got the energy of a 40-year-old man who spends all his time hanging out with 15-year-olds.
Yes, at his Dirt Devils shop.
Yes. You may recognise the actor as playing Charles Stringer, the new head administrator of the Resources Development Administration on Pandora in Avatar 2: The Way of Water.
That's right. I regret to tell you that the kid that Troy, played by Phil Brown, is the most famous person in this.
Because he was in it, yeah. His box office gross.
Yeah, as of 2024, he is the most famous person in Johnny Kapahala Back on Board.
Yeah.
And he is He is an absolutely wicked villain, I have to say. So Troy gives Johnny a tour around the Dirt Devil's shop. He walks around pointing out the cool things. He says, here we got dirt decks, all-terrain truck suspension, helmets, leathers, custom decks, suspension. You already said that one.
It is full Team X-Blades warehouse.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Out the back, he says they do the sickest taping this side of Carlsbad. Val explains gushingly that Troy is the godfather of dirtboarding.
Which is like being the Pope of speedwalking or something.
It's like the worst thing.
Nothing.
The worst thing you can call someone. He's going to help us get sponsors so that, as the crew explains, we can get off this rock and make the world our dirt pile.
Yeah. So these children have taken up this unpopular sport so that they can escape the Paradise Island of Hawaii.
The Paradise Island of Hawaii that already has a sporting infrastructure for getting you out of Hawaii. Learn to surf, my dudes. But no. So Johnny admits that he's never mountainboarded before. And one of the children pipes up that carving rock is gnarly, dude. And then Jared steps in and says, when you stack, you don't float. You bleed.
Yeah. You bleed, says another small boy who looks about 10 and has braces on his teeth.
Yeah.
When you stack, you don't float. You bleed. Surfer boy.
Missing the point that their extreme sport is unfathomably stupid.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that it's dangerous and you might get hurt doesn't inherently increase its coolness. That's not all there is to skateboarding, surfing, etc. If I dressed up like a baby and did a tummy slide down a slip and slide full of like open scissors,
that's pretty dangerous.
I would get hurt for definite, but that doesn't make that a cool sport.
If there was a new sport which was like lowering your head and charging into a brick wall, injury rates would be high.
Yes,
but also probably wouldn't be on the X Games.
Yeah, right. They probably wouldn't be adapted into like a hit PlayStation series.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's pro head injury.
Press X. Oh, you've done it. Oh, he's down.
Dead. Okay. Well, your character has died and it's permadeath in this game, so the data will now wipe itself from the disc. But also in surfing, it's like, when you wipe out, you don't float. In surfing, if you get caught in a rip, you drown.
Yeah.
So it's
or you get like
very
smashed
dangerous.
on a rock on the bottom.
Or a shark gets you.
Yeah, surfing is dangerous. Stop trying to make mountainboarding sound cool.
Yeah, when you stack in mountainboarding, you bleed.
You bleed. No, you don't. So Val, the one who is a girl, asked Johnny if he wants to come with them lawn riding today. She doesn't say lawn riding. I just, in my notes, I very quickly got bored of writing mountainboarding.
Hey, lawn jockeys, let's go ride. Chris tries to say that Johnny can't go along, but Johnny's like, yeah, I'm up for whatever, dudes. I love your terrible energy.
Yeah. So he borrows a board and a helmet and pads.
Troy mocks him for asking for a helmet and pads, even though all of his team always wear helmet and pads.
Yeah, all of his army of hill shredding teens are head to toe in safety gear.
Yeah.
Cut to the hill.
These total dorks are riding their stupid skateboards through the set of Jurassic Park.
There's a heroic amount of camera trickery employed to make this look fast and exciting. For example, you've got light leak. You've got slow-mo.
Yeah.
You've got filters. Some shots are just upside down.
Yeah, some are in a negative view.
Yeah, like the colours invert, but just for a second it goes like whoosh, invert, whoosh, back to normal.
Nothing they do is making this look cooler than skateboarding or snowboarding or surfing.
No.
It looks like the sport you would do if your personality was too bad to do any of those other good sports.
If you had that kind of confrontational personality where you refuse to like anything because other people like it.
Yeah.
You know?
So you have to find the only extreme sport that nobody likes, which is dirtboarding.
Which is dirtboarding, and that no one else is going to get into. And you're like, I'm making dirtboarding my whole personality.
But yeah, the language of cinema is trying to tell us that this is desperately cool.
This is a cool, exciting new... There's something, I think, quite endearingly sweet about the Disney Channel trying to sell you on an extreme sport, like trying to be like this is the new one.
This is the
new one. All right, listen up, kid. It's like Eisner spinning around a chair and sitting on it backwards, pulling his baseball cap round and going, all right, kids, let's rap. So you like skateboarding? Well, here's
what if I were to tell you there's a sport even more extreme?
Put down your egg creams, children. There's something.
Stop listening to the hot jazz.
Something even more rad is going down on the hills of Hawaii.
It's dirt surfing,
dirtboarding,
and when you fall off your board, You don't float.
You bleed.
You bleed.
Well, you don't because you're covered in safety equipment.
Yeah. You probably get grass stains on your shirt.
when you wipe out, your trousers get stains. Stubborn stains.
Your mum and dad are not going to be happy about that.
Yeah. You're going to have to pre-soak.
So this also never shows them having to carry these heavy boards back to the top of a hill to do it again, which surely is the worst bit. Johnny is a little bit nervous, though. He's not nervous about doing it because you'll remember from the first movie that Johnny Kapahala is incredibly chill, awesome, and innately brilliant at every extreme sport.
Yes.
However, there is a sign on the hill that says restricted area, no trespassing.
Mm-hmm.
So Johnny says to Chris, I'm not sure we should be here. And Chris says, the only one who shouldn't be here is you.
Yeah, Johnny says, these guys aren't your friends. Will you shut up, says Chris. We're friends.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd like them to be, says Johnny, but you don't have a uniform. You're not a dirt devil yet. I will be. And then Johnny says, when you prove you're good enough. So prove it. And then the two of them kick the gnar old school and start dirt deviling down a small hill.
Now, at this point, the filmmakers wish they hadn't cast Chris so young, because it's pretty distracting when a grown man wearing Chris's clothes mountain boards past.
When the trousers end in his mid-shin.
Yeah. And it's just sort of large man going, whoa, hey, whoa.
Oh, I've fallen off the board. Oh, I bleed.
For some reason in this
My
scene...
young legs.
For some reason in this scene, Johnny's balance is all off, for no reason. Chris overtakes him, the camera's going bonkers, and then Johnny takes a tumble. The Dirt Devils can't believe it. It's too delicious.
I know. Johnny wipes out, but he's chill about it. He doesn't care at all. Val helps him up. He tells Chris, that was awesome, brah.
Yeah.
Compared to
Deja
what?
vu, says Johnny. Yes, it is a lot like the first film, isn't it? Say my notes.
Yeah, I suppose it is a bit, except snowboarding is good.
Mm.
Compared to what, says Troy, emerging from nowhere? Johnny Tsunami?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Do these kids know Johnny Tsunami is his granddad and that's his nickname?
I get the impression that they do, and that the granddad is such a legend that everyone on the island is...
All the wanted dead or alive posters around town.
Yeah.
Probably tip them off, yeah.
So it's Jared, isn't it? It's Jared.
Jared,
says,
the evil bullyish lad.
Johnny Tsunami. So Jared says, that was a nice try, Johnny Kapahala, but you know what you got to do to be one of us. You've got to impress me, Jared, and that means ride the toilet bowl.
Well, he says this to Chris because Chris is desperate to join. The Dirt
Chris,
Devils.
not Johnny. I got
but yeah, he does say, "I think you should ride the toilet bowl," which is.
Yeah.
If
you want to join the Dirt Devils, you have to do our initiation ceremony where you have horrible diarrhea.
Yeah. And when you have diarrhea in the Dirt Devils, you bleed.
You don't float, you bleed.
So they all chuckle to themselves, except for Val, who seems like not on board with this. And then we cut to the toilet bowl. It's a big, steep sand hill.
Well,
I guess.
The music goes dun 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 as we see. It's a shallow, circular, sandy hill.
Yeah,
it really doesn't look that scary. It looks like it would be fun to play in if you were 5.
Yeah,
you would run up it and then
you would do
roll
a roly poly down.
You would do a roly poly down and go woo, dizzy. Like at the bottom, there's a sort of shallow puddle.
Yeah,
so
you can drown in 6 inches of water.
I mean, you technically can. That's true, but it doesn't look like you're likely to. And also, it's a sandy hill. Anyway, it doesn't look like you could hurt yourself on the toilet bowl.
But Johnny is worried. He says, "There's no shame in backing off a sketchy run. I do it all the time." But nearby, the Dirt Devils are all hooting and hollering.
Yeah, they're all going
mockingly.
They're kind of stood at the bottom, going.
Yeah. But just as Chris is about to stomp the gnar down into this shallow hill, a siren is heard. They're trespassing. The Dirt Devils scatter and flee, and the cops pull up in their cop car.
This cop is Officer Oki, I think his name is. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a recurring minor character.
He plays one of the wild Samoans in Young Rock, the TV show.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah. So he takes Johnny and Chris back to the surf shack where Grandpa and Carla are waiting. Johnny does the cool thing and covers for little Chris. he says like, oh, it was my idea. I was just getting him to show me. I didn't know where we were, etc., etc.
But the cop says that this is Chris's second warning. And next time, it's wiki to the juvie judge. It's a legal term.
Yes. I looked it up. Wiki is Hawaiian slang for quick. So there we go. Okay. It means quick, will go quickly to juvie.
To juvie, sure.
Yeah, it's just a more fun way of saying you'll go quickly to juvie.
You're going to prison.
Yeah, it's a fun way of telling a child they're going to prison.
Well, you got to make it fun for them, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Gramps says, what's it going to be, officer? In a way that suggests he fully expects the cop to let the kids off. And he basically does.
Yeah.
Later, Gramps comes out onto the back deck with Carla to deliver his sentence. He says, now look, I'm not into this punishment thing. Mm-hmm. He says, when Johnny's dad was your age, we disagreed. I believed he'd find his own path. Sadly, he turned out to be a boring computer nerd.
When he says, when your dad was your age, we disagreed, did Pete Kapahala want to be punished? Johnny Tsunami was like, no, man.
I'm not into this punishment thing.
I'm not into this whole punishment thing, please.
Please punish me, Dad. I imagine he probably was. He was like, please, Dad, a little structure in my life would be so choice. And he's
and
like,
also,
absolute...
can you put some trousers on? No, man, I'm not into this whole trousers thing.
Look, check my T-shirt. See the check boxes?
See which ones I've checked today? It's the same ones every day. It's printed on the T-shirt.
You're not wearing a T-shirt. So, Carla says, we've decided, Chris, to take away your wheels. No more dirtboarding for the rest of the week.
Yeah, Chris, she's like, we're taking away your wheels. No more dirtboarding for 7 days.
Dun, dun, dun. Chris is livid. He turns around to
he
Johnny.
He instantly goes missing.
He turns around to Johnny and says, great job, brah.
Yeah.
Even though Johnny has just sat there saying nothing and didn't get Chris in trouble at all. Quite the opposite. So Gramps and Johnny have a chat alone on the deck. Grandpa confesses, I never told you, if we don't open that surf shop on time and generate some cash right away, Carla could lose everything.
This is an unusually reflective Johnny Tsunami.
Yes, please, for me, he says, just keep him out of trouble until Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So next day, Johnny and Sam take little Chris to the surf shack. This place is going to crash and burn, Chris says unlikably of the business his mother needs to work.
Yeah, his grandfather's life's work.
In order to keep feeding them. You better hope it doesn't crash and burn, you little
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So Grandpa is there. He's left a note that he's gone to the barber's for a trim. And Johnny leaves Chris with Sam and heads to the barber shop where he bumps into a man coming out in a sharp suit. Who is this, Andy?
Well, he doesn't even recognise this character at first, but it is Johnny Tsunami. He just didn't recognise him because he looked like a total narc sellout in his suit and short haircut. Johnny is flabbergasted. He's even wearing a watch.
What?
He goes, yeah, nuts, eh? Wearing a watch.
It's
he says, wish me luck at the bank, and then he walks 3 feet down the street and starts talking to another man in a suit.
Yeah. It's very funny to me how casually and easily Grandpa adopts an entirely different personality.
Yeah, just because a person he's a father figure to wants him to.
Yeah, just because he just wants to please Carla and provide for her son.
Provide a good, solid role model for her son and a solid, stable foundation for their family to prosper.
I know. If he hadn't been able to do it, I'd have been like, well, fair enough. You can't change who he is. This is Johnny Tsunami. He lives and breathes a surfing lifestyle.
Oh no, wait! You can change who he is easily.
Yeah. That's when I want to. I can do it on a dime.
There's something about this Chris kid. He's a real diamond.
Not like
Pete Kapahala in the back.
You, Pete.
You garbage idiot. How are your computers?
He sinks to the floor.
They're good, actually.
I'm installing an intranet in a school. You disgust me. So
I know my IP address off by heart. Yeah.
So back at the shack, Johnny explains to Sam that he just saw the legendary Johnny Tsunami wearing a suit. Mm-hmm. Don't even joke about that, Sam says.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Chris? He's gone again.
He's gone again.
Hang on, let me update the document.
Slippery little
Chris gone missing 3 times now.
Not for long, though, because he's across the street talking to the Dirt Devils.
Johnny looks at him out the window. But he's not skating or doing anything illegal, Johnny reasons. But there's no time to dwell on this because Sam has found some bikini bottoms in a box and is like, check it out. These go on a lady's bum.
He's like, look at this, Johnny, a bikini. And you know what goes in bikinis? That's right, sexy dames. I love summertime, says Sam. Best time of the year, says Johnny. Both of them desperately hoping the other one doesn't realise they've never kissed a girl.
This is the second time in the movie, by the way. As they were driving in the car, they drove past like some
babes,
some women in surf gear, and Sam was like, "Whoa,
sure love to do it.
Sure love to kiss on them.
Kiss on them, ladies.
I would kiss on them in the way that I normally do.
Yeah, me too, brah.
I'd just probably break out my standard moveset.
Yeah." No need to break out the special moves this early in the summer. So, yeah, it's quite sweet.
Yeah. So anyway,
bikini.
So
this bikini is suddenly snatched from Johnny's hand by his mother. Pete Kapahala is here too. They came back early.
Mm-hmm.
They said, your grandfather called and he sounded strange. So we're here to help. Johnny breathlessly explains the movie setup to his parents. Sam is having computer problems. The wireless router is jacked, and there's tons of software to install. But luckily, Pete Kapahala is here to be a fucking nerd about it.
Boo. So this means that because Mum and Dad have showed up, they've sort of relieved Johnny and Sam of duty. So hooray, they can go and surf. So they grab their boards and wax and they head outside just in time to see young Chris being loaded into an unmarked van.
Bundled into a van by the Dirt Devils.
No, it is a marked van, but it's a Dirt Devils van and it's driving off with Chris. Just going to add.
Who is struggling.
That's 4.
Yeah. I just wanted to make a note that Pete and Mrs. Kapahala, they turn up at the surf shop. And Johnny's like, oh, hey, now you're here, we can all work together. And they're really keen to get him out of the building in a way that makes me think they just want to have sex in the surf shack.
Well, they've just seen a box of bikinis.
I know, who could?
So,
Pete Kapahala can't contain himself.
His passion.
He's powering up his standard moveset. But yeah, they really bundle them out quickly. But it's good that they do because they do see this abduction of Chris.
Yeah, luckily. So they hop in the car and Johnny and Sam follow the Dirt Devils van to some kind of like customs dock.
Yeah.
Like an industrial port. Uh-huh. Anyway, they bump into Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Oh, well, I'm leaving and they're gonna do what they do.
Chris isn't allowed to skate.
Well, as I understand it, he's not allowed to dirt board. Oh, come on. It's cool, Johnny, right? Val just heard that Chris couldn't ride dirt, so I set up this little street course on my buddy's barge. Hey, Johnny. Look, I'm on Chris's side. Man, I know how much skating means to these kids. I mean, they really stick together. I mean, you take Rooster, for instance. He's from Montana. He came here. He doesn't surf. He had no friends. And then he found the Dirt Devils. And Chris, well, I was just telling him he might be almost ready to wear the logo.
Oh, really? Did he do something impressive? So you have to be impressed first.
Man, Jared just says that to scare off the posers.
So Troy is leaving. He's not going to, like, hang around and watch them skate or film it. What's his deal?
What's your deal, Troy? I would feel a lot more comfortable if we could just get one scene of Troy interacting with some friends his own age. Because he has such a weird energy. He's just this, like, confrontational, too old, like, dirt surfer. Mountain board godfather of mountain boarding.
Yeah, he's like, hey kids, I got my friend who owns a barge to set up a street course on his barge. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, I mean, if he wasn't being such a dick about it, it's quite a cool thing to do, really, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, but also he's like, I shoot the coolest footage and everyone knows Team Dirt Devils. If anyone needs me, I'll be not here.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Got to go back to the shop to do nothing.
Yeah.
While my whole team shreds the gnar in this on a barge. That's so cool. They should film this. You're right. So anyway, Johnny is livid with Chris's uncaring attitude, just running off like this. Sam says to Johnny that Chris is going through the same things that Johnny went through back in Vermont, which Sam which Sam remembers torturing out of the real Sam before he killed him and took his clothes. And what was the solution back then, he asks.
Why, of course, let's say it at the same time, Johnny.
Yeah.
Becoming friends with me, yes, because we loved riding our boards more than anything else in the whole world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the solution was to make friends and board. So they head over to skate with the Dirt Devils and to try and make friends. This should be comedy, says Chris, believing that Johnny could fail at any extreme sport because he's a young idiot.
Yeah.
Then both Johnny and Sam start busting huge vert airs and sweet manuals.
Yeah, they're doing Benihanas and Christ airs. It turns out they're amazing skateboarders.
Yep, a Benihana from the top rope.
Yeah, the Dirt Devils are impressed and they're congratulating. Chris is mad at this.
Yeah.
And then Jared looks sort of evil.
Yeah, Chris is frustrated because he's trying desperately to impress these cool kids, and Johnny effortlessly has breezed in and done
He's come in and done like a 300,000 point Tony Hawk combo.
Yeah, exactly. It does hit some of the same notes as the previous movie, which is, guess what? Johnny is the nicest, coolest dude in the whole world, and has like breezed into your social scene, and immediately everyone loves him. So
and just torpedoed all of your relationships because everyone wants to hang out with Johnny Tsunami all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So Chris sadly de-pads. He takes his pads off and he slinks off dejectedly and then goes missing.
He does go missing again. Okay, that's 5. We're like 28 minutes into the film. He's gone missing 5 times. So it's like he just slips through the fabric of time or something. He only exists while observed. He like slides off human consciousness.
Schrodinger's Chris.
Yeah. So Johnny and Sam panic when they realise Chris is missing, and they drive off to find him. They find him walking by the roadside with a gnarled little stick like he's Frodo en route to Mordor.
He's walking along like Charlie Brown in Peanuts with the sad music playing. But he has, for some reason, got an absolutely enormous stick.
He's got like a sort of Yoda stave.
He just found a cool stick, I guess.
I mean...
Leave me alone, I'm going to walk home, he says. We cut to the house. Chris storms in through the door, nearly killing Mrs. Tsunami. Johnny follows. He tries to talk to the door. Leave me alone, okay? Why did you have to follow me? This was my chance to show them my skills and you blew it, he says. His theory is that they love Johnny now because he surfs and he snowboards and now he's like Tony Hawk or something. And Johnny's like, hey, what can I say? I'm just brilliant at everything. We have a skate park in Vermont. Doesn't snow all year. I do all sports.
Yep. Chris is just quaking with rage at this.
Yeah.
Sorry about it, Chris. So anyway, Chris slams the door. He's not happy at all. Cut to the beach. Johnny and Gramps are walking along. Johnny is so annoyed with Chris and his bad behaviour.
Yeah.
He says that there's nothing bad about Chris's life. Why is he acting like this?
He says, I'm out of ideas. I don't know what to do with him tomorrow. And then Johnny Tsunami, his granddad, says, hey, tomorrow I'll handle Chris. He's my responsibility. You know, I think Johnny Tsunami is finally ready to be a dad.
Pete Kapahala crumples to the ground in the background.
You just hear a scream from somewhere in the bushes nearby.
So Gramps says that there's something that he needs Johnny to do, but you're going to like this.
He says.
Cut to Johnny loading boards up onto a trailer. Surfboards. Val appears from nowhere to help him out. She says that back in California, she tried surfing and chipped a tooth. Johnny says it clearly wasn't so bad because she looks good. Sparks are flying. She says if she knew what she was doing, she'd probably get really into it, winky face emoji. And Johnny eventually picks up on the hint and offers to give her a sensual surf class.
Yeah.
So he goes to grab an extra board. We see a jealous little Chris Goblin observing this from a side hatch. Sort of like peeking out of a vent going...
Little kobold Chris just lurking.
Cut to surf date. This is the most naughtiest thing ever. It's so great. There's like surf hip hop playing over their charming date. It's that kind of... I really can't describe the genre. What genre is Heaven is a Half Pipe?
Oh,
and
it's
Steal
like...
My Sunshine.
It's like skate ska, right?
No.
Sort of?
No. Skate ska is... just
it's like it's bouncy and poppy and
it's like kind of poppy hip hop. It's got a lot of like a lot of like way more scratching than is needed.
I think it was not popular enough to ever acquire a genre name, perhaps.
But it's very evocative of this time.
Yeah.
So they have this charming date. It's quite sweet.
Yeah. We cut to them sat together on the beach watching the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut to them outside Johnny's house and the sun is back up.
They spent the whole night surfing.
That was awesome. Thanks. You're a great teacher, she says. Give me your hand. She gets a Sharpie. She writes her number on it. And she says, when you're ready, I'm going to turn you into a dirt head. Which...
So
it's kind of sexual threat.
Johnny goes pale.
So we cut to the deck of Grandpa Tsunami's house. He's playing the ukulele. Carla is dancing. Chris downstairs does an effortless kickflip and no one sees.
Yeah, he's sort of doing sulky skate tricks.
Yeah.
While the rest of the family dance on the front porch and just have a lovely time. Johnny comes out and he points out to Chris that his life is a spectacular paradise island utopia. And Chris snaps back, "This isn't my home."
Yeah.
And he says his family is back in Philly. And then he looks up at the legendary Johnny Tsunami shredding the ukulele and says, "Man, I hate that runt guitar."
Johnny then says, look, it's early and my grandpa is just getting started up there, knowing that this is going to be a long night of sexual ukulele. It's the four of them, are there? It's Johnny Tsunami, Carla, Johnny Jr.'s mum, and Pete Kapahala. And there is only one way that evening is ending.
Yeah.
And that is with Pete Kapahala sobbing outside the door. Well, Johnny Tsunami
begets more heirs to his surfing title.
So Johnny says we should leave, which is
he says it with a dangerous look in his eye.
And soon, Chris.
Seriously, Chris.
Soon.
we should leave.
The way I say it, he says, you need me because I can drive. We could go to a movie or something. But then Chris sees Val's number on Johnny's hand and he flips out. Forget it, he says. Go hang out with your girlfriend. What do I care? And then he skates off directly into a wall.
He skates off to go missing.
Yeah.
Later on, Johnny and Sam are enjoying Hawaiian shave ice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get this kid to like me, says Johnny. Sam reminds Johnny that, hey, you're Johnny, it's all good Kapahala. You don't care if people hate you.
Yeah.
Johnny says, no, there's got to be a way. And then, for reasons we may never know, he lowers his mouth onto the shave ice like a snake swallowing a baby deer.
Yep.
And inhales a huge mouthful before Sam can stop him.
Yep.
And then
he collapses
with brain freeze.
Well, or it could be poison. This could be a sort of...
That's true. Chris could have made his move.
A murder plot.
Yeah.
He kind of keels over like he's been poisoned. And then he says, hey, that gave me an idea.
We can come back to this, but I cannot fathom how this gave him an idea.
Well, because it froze his brain.
Yeah.
And then when it thawed, all the ideas had coalesced.
Okay, but it wasn't like the brain freeze or eating something cold gave him an idea. Like, hey, this gives me an idea. He just had an idea.
He had an idea, but presumably the ideas all froze together. You know, like when you make ice wine from a grape that's frozen, it concentrates all the juices into a much sweeter grape juice.
Yes.
His frozen brain, his ideas froze into a more concentrated...
Right.
Single idea.
Yeah.
Which was, let's go and film Chris while he's asleep.
Yeah. So Johnny's gangbusters wizard wheeze is, hey, how about this? What if we play a cruel prank? That should make Chris like us.
So they sneak into Chris's room while he's asleep. Sam is filming all of this on a camcorder. Yeah. Johnny puts headphones on him, and then he hits play on an MP3 player. Heavy metal starts playing. Instead of taking the headphones off, Chris sort of writhes and thrashes in his bed.
Yeah, he leaps up and thrashes around and falls to the floor. Yeah. They film the whole scene. Then they drag Chris outside and they tell him that if he doesn't spend the day with them, they'll show this humiliating video to the Dirt Devils.
Mm-hmm.
Chris has no move to make.
Yeah.
So
he says, blackmail's a felony. And Johnny says, hey, but staying inside on a day like this is a crime.
Oh, good line. There's some good lines in this.
There's good lines.
So they drive away, Johnny, Sam, and Chris, to a spectacular waterfront property.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? It's Val's house. Turns out that Val's dad, quote, owns a lot of businesses and properties and stuff.
Yeah.
He likes to own things, she says, in a way that is somewhat concerning.
Yeah, he likes to own things, she says darkly.
Yeah.
Everyone just sort of pointedly ignores this.
Breezes
That's
past
cool.
this because as a result of Dad's predilection for owning things, he has a garage full of ATVs, all-terrain vehicles. I mean, so
a sweet 16 present from her dad. Yeah. She gets whatever she wants because her dad feels guilty that he works all the time. And my mum lives in Chicago, she says darkly.
When I get lonely, I just hang out at Dirt Devils, she says pretty intensely, and then sort of snaps back to the moment and says, hey, everyone, grab a dirt board.
Yeah.
So, yay. They all grab dirt boards and ride their ATVs across volcanic dunes.
Yep.
Our Time Now by Plain White Tees roars over the visuals.
Yep, they're drifting the ATVs all over. No one can ride anything in a straight line in this movie. She's not my girlfriend, says Johnny to Chris. Whatever, says Chris, and then he boards down a shallow hill.
Yep, time for these slope wizards to shred hill.
We cut to an adult man wearing Chris's clothes riding a dirt board across a log. Woo, says everyone.
So we get quite a lengthy scene of this little gang all mountainboarding together and
Val is teaching
bonding.
Johnny and Sam. Even Chris is encouraging Johnny's dirtboard learnings.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's learning, everyone's doing well. They're a supportive, fun-loving gang of extreme teens. Yeah. Then back at the shack, Carla and Johnny's mum are also bonding. They are bemoaning young Chris. I'm sure he'll calm down after the wedding, says Johnny's mum.
Yeah.
Hey, the shop is looking pretty good.
And in walk Pete Kapahala and Johnny Tsunami. What an improvement, says Pete. And then Grandpa says, wait till Chris gets a load of this. And he pulls out some dirtboard wheels from a box.
Whoa.
Could the surf shack be branching out?
Cut to Troy in Dirt Devil's HQ. He's on the phone. I'm telling you, there's no competition, he says. Not what I heard, says the voice on the other end. I'm not buying your dirtboard shop. Deal's off. Uh-oh. Seems like word is spreading that across the road from the Dirt Devils, Johnny Tsunami's shop that sells dirtboards and other items is opening soon.
Seems the word is spreading that Johnny Tsunami's shop that hasn't opened yet contains a single pair of dirtboard wheels.
Needless to say, Troy's ruined.
Well, that's all it will take is Johnny Tsunami selling a single set of dirtboard wheels.
So Troy seizes a passing Dirt Devil, who is Jared.
It is, yeah.
And says, are you sure that Chris's mum's place is just a surf shop? And orders him to go and check it out.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Luke, I didn't see you there. I was just sitting here in the town square in the town in which we both live. I'm just doing some banking here. I'm on the public Wi-Fi.
You're on the public Wi-Fi?
Yeah. They've got free.
You're doing banking on the public Wi-Fi?
They've just got free public Wi-Fi here in Crime Square.
Great.
Where we hang out. So I'm just going to try. Oh,
I've just hacked you, Andy.
Yeah, no, I can see my money is
easy as pie.
How did you do that? I'm on the Wi-Fi. It's
you were using an
safe
unsecured...
and secure, was it not?
No, it wasn't. You were using an unsecured network, Andy. You should have been using a VPN. You should have been using NordVPN.
Okay, well, now you tell me.
Well, obviously I wasn't going to tell you before I stole all your money.
Can I sign up for it now?
Think about it, Andy.
Well, now can I have some money back to sign up for NordVPN, please?
No, I'm going on Amazon and I'm going to buy myself a new Kindle. Or two. Wait, how much is in this account? Let me look. Oh.
Probably enough for 2 Kindles. How much are they?
This might get me half a Kindle.
Oh. Well, times have been tight lately.
VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. It's a service that gives you safe and private access to the internet, Andy, by encrypting your connection. A VPN hides your IP and online activity from spying eyes, keeps your data safe from cyber criminals. And NordVPN is the VPN that we recommend, and they are a sponsor of this episode. Thanks to NordVPN for doing that.
All right, well, when I earn some more money, I guess I'll go to nordvpn.com/mumcan'tcook and use their 30-day money-back guarantee to get myself a VPN so I'm protected in future. The link is in the episode description, but that's no good for me now, is it?
It's no good to you, no.
No good for Andy.
No.
Good to you, the listeners, but not to me, Andy.
No.
Can I have a read? Can I have a read of your half Kindle?
You can look over my shoulder if you like while I read it.
Let's see. What are we reading? Oh goodness.
Yeah. You want me to turn?
No, maybe use a VPN to read this. Would be my advice.
Let me know when you're at the bottom of the page, and I'll press turn.
I'll let you know. Luke, you know how I usually like to be very well turned out.
Yes, you do.
Problem is, I've recently taken up filthboarding, which is, as you know, an extreme sport in which I spend a lot of the time tumbling down hillsides, getting sort of gravel and dust and filth in my hair and mouth, and crucially, all over my clothes, and tearing holes in the knees and things like that. So actually, I'm not looking my best these days. Have you got any advice for me?
You need some new threads.
Yeah, I do.
I don't have anything that I can recommend for you, I'm afraid, Andy. And the reason is that you are into mountainboarding. All I can recommend is Insert Coin. And I don't think it would be your sort of thing.
I'm looking at it now, and it looks like it's my sort of thing. It's a lot of cool video game-inspired clothing. They've got a great Sega retro collection here.
They do. It's pretty cool.
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, a whole brand new range of Kojima production jumpers and sweatshirts that are officially worn by Hideo Kojima himself.
It's extremely badass stuff. I have a lot of Insert Coin clothes that I personally wear, and I absolutely love them. But they do make it quite clear on the website that it's not for mountain boarders. It is for skateboarders, rollerbladers, or people who don't like any extreme sports. That's also acceptable, but not mountain boarders.
Specifically
mountain boarders, no.
Okay, well, if I give up mountain boarding, will I then be able to visit insertcoinclothing.com and use their special code Teenage Dirtboard? That's TEENAGEDIRTBOARD to get 10% off my order. Can I do that?
You will. There is a 6-month cooling off period to make sure that the mountain boarder has definitely given it up.
Okay, fine. But then that's fine, because this code, while it's not applicable on charity items, bundles, gift cards, postage, and some products at launch, and cannot be combined with other deals or promotions, it is valid until the end of 2024. So I'll still be able to use this code.
Nice.
Once all the dirt deviling has left my system.
Good. Yeah, get it all out. We have had cases in the past of dirt boarders just saying that they've quit to get to use the code and buy some Insert Coin clothes, and then
dirt boarding recidivism levels are high.
They're back up there on the hill.
They're up, up there.
Carving mud
in an official Hideo Kojima sweatshirt, and then he's on the phone.
Grinding the gravel.
Yeah.
Then Kojima's on the phone, he's pissed.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's like, oh, what's going on? And then you turn on the video call and it's a baby in a jar talking to you.
Yeah, he says, how about this? I'll make Death Stranding boring. And you're like, no, but
please don't.
He's done it.
What about this? Norman Reedus does dirtboarding now.
Oh my God.
I know, worst case scenario.
Cut back to Val's house. We see Val's dad emerging from an expensive car. He says, either we're being robbed or these are your dirtboarding friends, to Sam and Johnny, in a way that he probably should have been aware comes off as potentially quite racist.
Yeah, he says this staring directly at the two non-white members of the gang.
Yeah.
He is also the dad from You Wish.
Oh, I knew I recognised him. Okay, great.
All-star cast, this movie.
So, young Chris leaps in for a handshake with Val's dad. He says, I'm Chris, I'm Val's... And the words die in his mouth.
Yeah.
So I think we're to infer from this that Chris is passionately in love with Val.
Yeah, and wanted to say, I'm Val's boyfriend.
I'm Val's boyfriend, even though he isn't. So it would have been a bonkers thing to say under any circumstances.
Yeah. The dad says, get cleaned up. We've got dinner with the Nakamuras tonight. She goes inside. The gang all leave. On the way, Chris explains that Val said that he was the greatest. And so now they're basically dating. He calls shotgun. He's full of newfound confidence.
Which is nice.
But Johnny points out to Sam, he says, hey, you remember I told you my G-Par was talking to some business dude outside the bank? Well, that guy, Val's dad, was him. What's G-Par doing hanging out with a guy like that?
Is very mysterious. I've written down in my notes, this is the point where I'm all in on this storyline.
Okay, because
I just want it noted, me personally, Luke, I'm loving the film at this point. I'm so in. Cool. I'm like, what's going on with Johnny Tsunami? I'm all about this small business rivalry.
It didn't seem like a mystery to me because he keeps talking about how they had to take out a loan from the bank to finance the surf shack. So I assumed it was just that.
You assumed it was just that.
Because they have mentioned it, and that's it. It isn't that. There's something more exciting. But the fact relatively more exciting.
A bit. Yeah. But anyway, there's intrigue, there's drama.
There is intrigue, yeah.
There's young love, there's all sorts kicking off. And next we cut to Evil Jared, infiltrating the shop.
The evil dirt
He does
devil.
this by walking into it and looking around at everything.
Yeah.
He finds a box of dirtboard equipment. He steals the receipt and brings it back to Troy, who with shaking hands reads through the receipt. I knew it, he shouts. Axle trucks? aluminum wheels, toe straps, bindings, tyres and tubes. This has all the hallmarks of a man who plans to sell mountain boards in his surf shop. Time to pay a visit.
Time to pay Johnny Tsunami a little visit. He storms into the surf shop. I guess if you're too old to ride him, you gotta sell him, am I right? He says, with a wolfish grin.
Now, over here, I don't know.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, there's no problem. Although I am surprised that you want to go toe-to-toe with me, John.
Just a few dirt boards. Worry about.
Oh, I'm not worried. Not even a little.
Competition is good for the community, huh?
Right. Well, just remember it was your idea.
Hey, that's right. We were just at Val's. It was sick. You should have been the sheds, dirt boards, ATVs. Oh, it was so cool.
Now that we're competing, you should probably keep your little spy away from my store.
What did you say to him? Shouts Chris at Grandpa, going absolutely ballistic.
I knew you'd ruin it for me, he says. Whatever, and then goes missing.
Johnny says, what happened? And Gramps smiles and says, no big thing.
Big thing, Porno.
He gives a sort of small, sly smile of a business genius who knows he's about to go Richter on the Dirt Devil's bottom line.
At the house, Chris is storming around. Carla's exasperated. Maybe he'll talk to me if we're alone for a while, she says. They leave. Johnny is waxing his board, and his grandpa walks up, and he gives him a little speech. He says, when I was 16, Pono, I decided I was ready to surf pipeline. In my mind, I was not just a good surfer, I was great. When I was 16, I was immortal. Well, my friends and I were working at a shrimp shop. I had an onion tied to my belt, which was the style of the time.
Yeah, you're like, Grandpa, is this story
going? When you get to the point. He says, some pros came in and said the pipes were going off and it was tubey. That's all I needed to hear.
Johnny Kapahala looks discreetly at watch.
So he took off on this huge wave. He ate it big time. The wave was breaking so fast he couldn't get out. He took on too much, Johnny, and he promised himself he'd never do that again. And then he just sort of wanders off. Okay, good talk, Grandpa.
Good talk. That's the end of that scene. The next day in the morning, Grandpa has already left, and Johnny and his parents are enjoying breakfast outside. Carla strides out onto the deck to announce Chris is gone.
He's gone missing.
6.
He's an
Put a bell on him or something.
Ankle bracelet.
Yeah. So once again, we're halfway through the movie, and we've got another
fourth scene of Sam and Johnny roaming Oahu, looking for Chris.
So they're outside the Dirt Devil shop, and they overhear a confrontation between Val and the other Dirt Devils. You hang with the competition, you lose your ride, Jared hisses at Val. I already bought my ticket, Troy, says Val. It seems like all the kids are going to a pro dirtboarding demo. They bought their tickets a month ago.
Oh, well, you have to. That's going to sell out.
Yeah, because Akoni Karma is going to be there, says Val. He's the god of all-terrain.
The god of all-terrain.
Of all-terrain. That's
he's
Troy.
He's the Pope of speedwalking.
So, Johnny...
He makes up to $11 a year, Johnny.
So Johnny uses detective vision and is like, wait, hang on a minute. Some kind of cool dirtboarding event. You bought tickets. Maybe Chris bought a ticket. Maybe this is where Chris is. So Sam, Johnny and Val head to the pro mountain board demo.
Yep.
It is absolutely incredible viewing. It is a feast for the senses. It's like a sort of the fairs come to town kind of thing, but there's a big ski jump that people are mountain boarding off.
Well, that's generous. It's like the fairs come to town, and then instead of offering parking, they put a smaller fair in the parking lot of the main fair.
Yeah. Obviously, this isn't the main fair.
The main fair. And then they put a ramp there so that the local dirtbags could ramp their boards on it.
Yeah. You better believe that we see Akoni Karma backflipping from ramp to ramp, sometimes in black and white, sometimes with invert colours, and once with a Photoshop posterize effect.
The announcer goes, "Oh yeah, way to punch it."
Akoni Karma runs down a line of kids high-fiving them all. They're obviously all wetting themselves with excitement.
He is truly a god among men.
Yeah, he's the god of all terrain.
So this event is taking place in a small parking lot.
Akoni Karma, by the way, a real person. Not a character in this movie.
I'm on his Instagram right now. He does a lot of fishing.
Yeah, not a lot of mountain boarding as far as I can see.
It simply wasn't profitable.
Yeah.
So they're looking for Chris, even though this is like a sort of 50 square feet event. They haven't found him yet, or bumped into the Dirt Devils. But then Johnny sees Chris bickering with Jared and screeching at him about wanting to be a Dirt Devil. And he says, take your training wheels and go home. And Chris says, I know what your problem is. You're afraid to race against me. Troy comes around the corner and he says, the guys at Pro Boards, they really want to meet the Dirt Devils.
Woo! Everyone loses their mind. Oh, wow, a meeting with Pro Boards.
The evil team are pathetically excited about it.
I'm not surprised that what I imagine is the world's only manufacturer of mountain boards wants to have a meeting with the only riders of mountain boards.
They make 6 mountain boards a year
and sell them to the Dirt Devils.
Give them away for free to the Dirt Devils. It's not a great business model.
So Troy says, Dirt Devils, follow me. Then Chris begs pathetically to be in the Dirt Devils.
Yeah.
He says, whatever you want to see, I'll do it. I'll do it. And Troy spins around and says, I want to see you telling your new dad that if it's a board and it has wheels, it sells at my shop. Troy says that impressing Dirt Devils rests with Jared. It's up to Jared whether or not you're impressed.
With the same single-minded dedication that he would later bring to mining unobtainium out of the world of Pandora. He wants dirt boards out of Johnny Tsunami's surf shack.
Exactly. Just like he wants unobtainium out of the earth. Out of Pandora's rich soil.
Out of Pandora's rich, fertile soil and peaceful native cat folk.
So Jared tells Chris that to impress him, Chris must ride the gap at the bottom of the South Trail of Pupukea. Tomorrow at 3:00. I'm there, says Chris. I found this slightly confusing because they'd already introduced a deadly mountainboarding area, the toilet bowl, and that didn't get surfed because they were about to, and then the cops showed up. So I was like, okay. We're going to see the toilet bowl.
The toilet bowl will return, but presumably the cops are staked out there now.
Yeah, for sure. They've buried landmines or something.
They've got a sniper trained on them.
But no, so instead it's the gap at the bottom of the South Trail of Pupukea. And Chris can only look on sadly as a Coney Karma hangs out with the Dirt Devils, high-fives them.
High-fiving them, giving them the shaka bra.
Yeah.
We cut to the Tsunami home. Carla is mad about Chris running off. Grandpa is like, hee or whatever in the background.
Yeah, he seductively wraps his arms around her and tells her that right now Chris needs to be a part of something.
Yeah, he needs to belong. Wow, so wise. I feel like Johnny Tsunami is finally ready to be a father.
Beat Kapahala.
In the background, you hear shattering glass. Peter's dropped the jug of lemonade he was bringing into the room.
So Johnny rocks up to Chris's room for a big talk.
Yeah.
He says, they say if you're a pipeline surfer, you're gonna get hurt. It's not a matter of if or when, it's inevitable.
Chris is like,
well, that's what when means.
Yeah. Well, Chris says, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand surfing.
A fair comment. Honestly, a fair note on this big talk.
Yeah. But Johnny goes on to elaborate. He says, your mum and my grandpa are going to get married, whether we like it or not. It's going to happen, and we are going to be family. So all this yelling and screaming and going missing isn't going to help. You're just making everyone miserable.
Johnny loses his temper, which he doesn't often do.
Unusual for the laid-back Johnny Tsunami.
I know, but Chris is really annoying. He says, all I want is for my grandpa to be happy, and I think your mom deserves the same. And Chris sarcastically spits back, yeah, thanks, I'll always cherish this moment. Later, brah.
Yeah, Johnny slams the door in his face.
Oh, Chris.
And then Chris, like a Starship Enterprise member being beamed aboard, dematerializes and goes missing.
He doesn't actually go missing here, does he?
No, not yet.
Don't get me wrong, he's about to. I want my counts to be accurate.
Yeah. So we cut to wedding preparations in the garden. There's a gazebo being set up for the rehearsal dinner. Carla says, hey, do I have to worry about you today? No, says Chris. I certainly won't go missing.
Suddenly, Grandpa, Dad and Johnny announce that they're leaving. They say they've got a few more details to take care of.
They're being very secretive about something.
Before the shack's grand opening tomorrow. Grand opening in the morning, wedding at night. Am I crazy? Says Carla to Johnny's mum. The note I have is yes. Yes, you are. That is an
Several
absolutely hat stand way to spend your day. Open your shop in the morning, wedding at night. I hope you don't mind the grand opening of the shop finishing at 11 a.m. so that you can go and have your hair and makeup done. Just have the wedding the day after. It's your shop. Open it when you like.
Well, yeah. I mean, they need the money to pay for the wedding. So they can open the shop.
That's ridiculous. So open the shop. So do the wedding... Postpone the wedding by a week or something. Or make the wedding 1 day of money less spectacular.
Less expensive.
Yeah. 10 fewer pineapples.
No dinner for Pete Kapahala.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Sorry, Pete, but I've got a son to provide for now.
Sorry, Pete, you are literally taking food out of my family's mouth.
Yeah, Pete, you'll understand if you ever become a father.
So Chris says to Johnny, hey, man, thanks for not telling anyone about the jump today. Oh, that was easy, says Johnny, because there will be no jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening, all right?
Says you, yells Chris. Johnny points out that everyone here is working very hard on the wedding. So for 24 hours, Chris, you're going to shut the up and focus on making it a magical day.
And the number of times you're going to go missing is 0.
Try and keep it to under 5.
Under 5. His mum comes in and gives him a list of things to get into town, and Chris suspiciously wants to help.
Yeah.
This isn't a red flag to Johnny.
No. So sure enough, when Johnny and Chris head to the store, when they get there, Chris says he needs the bathroom and goes missing out the window at the back.
Yeah, Johnny says, okay, use the bathroom and come and find me inside. This list is wild.
Yeah.
Chris goes missing out the window. Johnny is in a long queue. The supplies that he has got for his mum is 2 large bags of peanuts and 20 plastic cups.
That should cover the wedding. 2 large bags of peanuts, plastic cups.
Not even that many plastic cups.
This is busy work. This is like if you needed to get Johnny out the house.
Johnny, I can't ask anyone but you. This is too important. This wedding is going to be a disaster if we don't have 2 large bags of peanuts and 20 plastic cups. I'm on it, Mom.
It is the most affordable thing that you could send someone to the store to get, isn't it? It's like, I need him out of the house, but I don't want to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, I've got a $10 bill here.
Everyone else in the house couldn't make love to Johnny Tsunami. So I'll send Johnny on a busy work errand for peanuts
and plastic cups.
Yeah.
Johnny notices that Chris has gone missing. He runs to his Jeep and Chris has slashed his tyres.
Nice one, Chris.
Cheers, Chris.
We cut to the jump.
Pupukea.
Yeah, Pupukea, the gap.
Yeah, it's a 6-foot drop into some mildly deep water.
I mean, a bit. It's a sizable hole in the ground. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's not scary, but I am saying it's considerably less scary than I was expecting.
Yes, it doesn't look lethal.
Johnny and Val appear. I guess Val drove him is the implication. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Come sprinting over the hill. Are they too late to stop Chris? Jared spots them coming over the hill and urges Chris, now, do it now. Do the jump now.
Do the jump now.
Chris goes for it. He flies through the air like a bird on the wing, and he lands on the other side with his board facing sideways, flips forward and lands in what can only be described as a crunched up bone heap. The subtitles say snapping when he lands, which is... And he's like, Jared's
evil Jared
OMG.
Loves this.
Yeah.
He was like, that's awesome, dude. Johnny is like, what are you doing? Call for help. We cut back to the rehearsal dinner. Johnny is being bollocked by his parents.
Yeah. How could you let this happen? But Val backs up that Johnny Kapahala tried his best. They just got there a little too late.
Yeah.
Then the car arrives and Grandpa, Carla and little Chris step out and Chris has his busted arm in a sling.
Yeah.
It's a simple fracture, explains Grandpa. Nothing serious.
The adults all go off and Chris and Johnny sit together. Pretty sweet jump, says Johnny, and they fist bump each other. But then the cop from earlier shows up.
Officer Oki.
Johnny assumes they will be arrested for jump crimes, but he says, relax, this ain't about you. Hey, Johnny T, I got some bad news. Your store, it was trashed.
There's been a break-in. So they head over to the store. It's wrecked. Who would do something like this? The mum says.
I mean,
turning her head the 30 degrees required to see the rival board shop across the road.
Yeah,
the one with the owner who several days ago came in and threatened you all.
Yeah, to see Jared jogging back across the street with a hammer.
His arms full of trucks
to
in
be
suspension.
Fair, like the damage to this shop is actually pretty minimal. They've sort of pushed over a couple of racks of clothing.
Yeah. Who would do
like one surfboard has been broken in half.
Who would do something like this.
I mean, I don't know if you ever tried to break a surfboard in half. I haven't, but I can't imagine it's easy.
I can't imagine it's easy. It probably takes about 5 or 6 dirt devils to get something like that done.
Exactly.
So anyway, the place is wrecked. Everyone is baffled and confused. Officer Oki says, I've got officers canvassing the area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe just tell them to canvass 10 yards across the road.
Yeah, canvass the evil skate shop over the street.
It's literally, there are only 2 buildings on this road.
Yeah.
And they're opposite each other.
Yeah. And one of them is called the evil skateboarding team.
Yeah.
So
anyway, whoever did this probably knew you'd all be busy tonight, says the officer. But then, Jared is dragged in by another cop. Found him behind the dirt
clapped
devils.
in irons.
Yeah, with a key to the storeroom. He was stashing this, says the cop, emptying out a load of mountain board parts. Dun, dun, dun.
3 more bags of stolen gear where we found that one. Troy is on the way. Huh. Speak of the devil, he says, and then in walks Satan himself.
It's so good. Troy rocks up like, oh no.
Bloody hell.
Oh, wow, what? I'm annoyed now.
This is...
no.
I hoped this wouldn't happen, actually.
Oh, my... I mean, I know we're rivals, but... yeah.
I'm annoyed.
Oh, this is not good for the opening.
Can't. Crime, eh?
You're just like, aren't you? You're just,
what do you?
Sometimes I hate vandalism.
Sometimes I hate crime.
Oh man,
Anyway, thoughts and prayers, man. I'm going to be across the street.
I'm gonna. I tell you what, they're lucky I wasn't here.
Yeah,
you didn't need me in there with them.
if I'd been in here, things had gone down very differently.
Very differently. I'm sorry I wasn't here, man. But anyway, Troy is like, I just want to apologise for the other day when I came into the shop and threatened you. I hope that doesn't make you think that I had anything to do with the threatening actions that have befallen your shop.
I was nervous about having the great Johnny T as competition, but this just makes me sick.
On the way out, Troy twists the knife by swaying young Chris.
It's impressive. Huh? Hey, why don't you come to the store tomorrow? I got a Dirt Devils helmet in your size.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
What are you talking about?
You seriously gonna ride for these guys after all that's happened? Johnny, please, not now.
Hey, Troy. Time for goal, brother.
Hey, my bad. I guess when I see real talent, I have to go after him. But I hear it. Family first, right?
Troy is a good villain.
Yeah.
I can't stand this prick.
I'm annoyed now.
I can't wait for Johnny Tsunami to hang 10 all over his EBITDA.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to go Richter on his back door.
Yeah, to totally turtle roll his business.
Yeah.
By buying mountain board parts direct from the manufacturer, cornering the supply chain.
They say it's Tubi.
They say it's Tubi. Troy's investors are wiping out.
Jeffrey Katzenberg's taking a bath on Tubi.
So, Chris says that he won't ride... This is still like outside the surf shack at night with the sirens all flashing. Chris says that he won't ride in the car with Johnny. He ruins everything for me. I hate this family. And he runs away.
Yeah.
Going missing.
Pete goes up to his dad and says, look, Dad, we'll sort this out tomorrow together, Dad. And then Johnny Tsunami's like, hey, ponyo. What's going on?
There's a couple of different readings. You can either read this movie as like Johnny Tsunami is so high that he's barely aware of what's happening around him,
which is my preferred reading of the text.
My preferred reading is that he's so benevolently calm, but beneath that calm exterior is a calculating business mind.
Yeah,
and he's just calmly. Yeah.
Like a trapdoor spider, he's lured his rival into this act of vandalism he knows will destroy him.
Yeah, exactly. All he has to do is smile serenely and wait for it to happen.
Johnny Tsunami, a criminal mastermind. Look at him. He's so high he can't operate a door handle. Yeah, where's this door, man?
But it's like Kaiser Soze, like just as you're dragged away, he'll just give you a look that says, I know.
I'm not high at all.
I'm not. Not high at all, actually. Business mastermind. So later, Chris overhears his mum explaining her distress to Grandpa.
Yeah.
I think I made a mistake staying here, she says.
Yeah. This place might be paradise, but it's still real life, she says.
Thought I could just bring Chris with me on my Hawaiian adventure. He's not luggage. He'll come around, says Grandpa. I can't take that risk, says Carla. I can't marry you, John. I'm taking Chris back to Philly.
Yeah, we'll sell the shop, and of course you'll get a share. And he says, I don't want a share. What I want is a son.
He says, I don't want to share. I want to be Chris's father.
He does say that.
He does say those exact words. But she won't budge. So Chris gets to leave paradise for Philadelphia.
This equal paradise of Philadelphia.
For a lifetime of resentment with his lonely mother. So well done, Chris, you idiot. You've absolutely...
You absolute clown.
You own your own life massively. So next day, Johnny finds Grandpa down by the shore, looking thoughtful and sad. He says he can't imagine Carla and Chris not being here. They've become such a huge part of him.
Just before this, like, Chris has overheard all this.
Yeah.
And he's lying in bed staring at the ceiling, kind of, I think, realising a bit how awful he's been.
Yeah.
And then he lies there, and then the lights in his room go absolutely mental, which I think is to indicate the passage of time, but it looks like his hue bulbs have just started malfunctioning.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. Like, it's supposed to be a sort of, like,
time-lapse shot. Yeah, but it's just like a load of purple light and, like... It's like he's at a rave or something.
Well, that's what it looks like when you slip between the atoms of reality.
And go missing.
Slide off of human consciousness.
So carry on. It's Grandpa and Johnny are talking at the beach.
Yeah, that's right. Looking sad. He says he can't imagine Carla and Chris not being here. They've become a huge part of him. Johnny says, did you ever tell Chris that?
You can't imagine what it was like, Johnny, to finally have a son.
Johnny says, did you ever tell Chris that? Grandpa says, nah. He says it's probably too late. It's not too late, says Johnny. We just need to find a way to make things Pono again.
Yeah.
So Grandpa is inspired, and Johnny says, you know what? I may know the one person on the planet Chris might actually listen to.
Yeah.
Cut to Val walks into Chris's room and catches him clutching a pair of his dorky little kid underwear. Lol.
Yeah.
I'm obviously taken against Chris quite severely because I did write lol in my notes.
Because he's a little jerk.
Yeah, he's a little jerk, and now he's humiliated.
Holding a pair of his probably pissed child pants.
Little Bart Simpson pants.
Yeah.
So Val says that she's here to stop him from becoming a Jared. She says Johnny Kapahala is a good guy, and then she lists the dozen or so massive favours that he's done Chris in the last 72 hours.
Yeah.
Chris, Johnny Kapahala is like the best big brother, or nephew, or whatever you could ever ask for. And since he came here, he's done nothing but try to be your friend.
You don't understand.
He learned how to dirtboard for you. He made a fool of himself for you. He skated the barge. He tracked you down when you ran away. He stood up to Troy and Jared for you. And yesterday, when the rest of your so-called friends didn't even care whether or not you jumped to your death, he tried to stop you.
I didn't ask him to do all that.
No. Mr. Kapahala did.
What?
Johnny's grandpa? He asked his 17-year-old grandson to spend his entire Hawaiian vacation with his 12-year-old soon-to-be stepson. Johnny did it. I just don't get it. You've got this whole family of people who love you. They want to be with you, and they want you to be happy. Why would you walk away from that?
So lots for Chris to think about there.
I think this is actually genius. I can't think of a more devastatingly effective way to get a 12-year-old to behave than persuading his crush to come and tell them that they are massively unimpressed.
They're massively while they're holding a pair of their little Bart Simpson pants.
I'm so unimpressed by you right now.
Yeah, I am not crushing on you because of the following reasons.
Yeah.
And also you're 10.
Absolutely devastating.
Yeah, no, good. It's good. I mean, this film is not badly written.
No, it's not. It's coherent, and also like the pacing's real good.
Yeah,
like I feel
it's clipping along.
Yeah, and you feel like you know where you are in the story just by what's happening. Anyway, it's good. So later, Johnny and Chris are talking out by the dunes. Chris says, devastatingly effective. Chris, the horrible little has just had like the most staggeringly quick turnaround when it turns out that Val doesn't think it's crushable behaviour.
Yeah,
so
he's apologising, and crucially, present. He's not missing.
Yeah, he's not missing
He's
at
there.
all.
Yeah.
He says if he'd not gone for the jump, Jared would never have known about the party, and Mum would be opening her store today and marrying Grandpa tonight. He really wants to fix this, but he doesn't know how. I mean, it's easy. Just tell your mum that you're sorry and that you are happy here.
A simple fix.
Should be easy, but no, they don't do that. Later, we see Mum and Carla talking. Mum is like, please don't go, Carla, who is younger than me. I would be so sad to think of you not here getting railed by my 60-year-old father-in-law.
It is a weird energy.
It's just like the relationship between Johnny Kapahala's mum and Carla is so immediately
sisterly
in a way that I think is bizarre, and like no one is talking about the age gap.
Yeah,
it's just odd, and they're like, no, Carla, don't go. We've become friends.
No one mentions the age gap at all in this entire film.
No,
and it is, we remind you, a 22-year age gap,
and it's not like it's just nothing. It's not like Hollywood does all the time where there is a huge age gap between the actors, but they play it like it's fine. It's a plot point because Chris is a 12-year-old uncle. Yeah. And that is like a huge propulsive element of the plot.
And they comment on that a lot, but they never comment on the fact that maybe Johnny Tsunami shouldn't be marrying a woman 22 years his junior.
Yeah. Or that or that it's at least worth, I don't know, a sentence.
Yeah.
I know he's older than me, but what can I say? He's young at heart. I don't know. It's something would have helped anyway.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
So Grandpa then gets a phone call. It's from Johnny. Johnny says he's at the store with Chris. They all race down there, fearing the worst. What's Chris done now? Yeah. But when they get there, they find Chris and Johnny and Val and Sam have fixed up the whole shop and installed a huge animatronic volcano covered in mountain boards.
For some reason.
I think this really puts some shade on the adults' efforts this past week. Because they're like, hey, what if we 4 children go there? Oh, in 1 hour we fixed it up and installed a giant animatronic
volcano with real working smoke.
Yeah, where the adults spent all week sort of putting up some fat face railings.
Yeah. Listlessly hanging Hawaiian shirts off a railing.
Gluing a surfboard to the wall. So Chris says, Mom, I don't want to move yet. I think I could like it here.
I could like it here in the literal paradise of Oahu.
And it seems like everything is okay. The family's all together. They've embraced emotional obstacles have been overcome. And the film really has that vibe of like end credits, like finishing.
Yeah, right. And then the writers went, I feel like we've forgotten something.
Well,
what is it?
I think that's it. And print.
And
I'm heading out.
No, it's just nagging me. I feel like there's something.
Okay, come on. You know what? You think on it. I'll get a drink in for you.
Oh my God, the race.
What? The what?
We haven't put a race in it.
We haven't put a... no, it was on a barge, wasn't it?
No, that was skateboarding. We decided to add skateboarding because dirtboarding was so boring.
Oh my God, it is so boring.
We haven't had a race.
Oh my God, it's so boring that we forgot to add it in. We forgot that this film is nominally about mountainboarding.
Who could he possibly race, though? The evil child dirtboarder is in prison.
Didn't we just... Yeah, we wrote that Jared was arrested. He's friends with Chris now.
He's friends with Chris. The other Dirt Devils haven't really got characters.
Val?
No, Val's his crush. Could he race some kind of animal? A leopard.
That's good.
An escapes leopard from Hawaii Zoo.
Yeah. And jumps over the fence and its feet land in the straps and the straps tighten.
Oh, so yes, the leopard's on the board. Good.
Yeah, the leopard.
This is good.
The leopard is hurtling down the hill towards tourists and will maul them.
With its mouth open,
saying, and its claws out, saying, "Can anyone catch up to this leopard? It would need to be the best mountain boarder ever to catch up to this leopard and stop it."
Haven't we established that Johnny isn't very good at dirtboarding, though?
Yes, we have.
Oh, that's a problem.
Maybe we should have someone else other than Johnny do the big race at the end. That could be.
Well, that wouldn't work, though, would it? Because he's the protagonist, isn't he?
Wait, hang on. Who's Eisner's tapping on the glass?
Oh my God,
he's holding.
All right, everyone.
He's
stuck under the desk.
Under the desk. No,
quiet.
I can hear you in there. Whatever it is you're doing, I want it on the Disney Channel in 24 minutes.
All right.
Oh God.
Oh God. I mean, the only person he could race is Troy, the adult owner of the board shop, but that doesn't make sense.
It's happening. They're already filming it. Look over there. Right. It's being filmed right now.
Oh God, you're right. It's the guy from Avatar.
There he is.
There he goes. Past the window.
So
So yeah, Johnny is going to race Troy. How does this happen? Well, let's try and explain. So we have a scene of the shop's opening day. The store is buzzing. Folks can't wait to rent surfboards and buy flip-flops and the same kind of flower pattern summer wear you can buy in literally every surf shop on the planet.
There's a Kahlua pig roast.
Yeah.
Val is bossing people around.
Across the road, we see Val's dad storm out of the Dirt Devils with Troy in hot pursuit. My life is riding on this deal, Troy says desperately. He's getting agitated. In fact, he's getting angry. He's getting a little bit physical with Val's dad.
Johnny and Pete, they run over to intervene. Val's dad explains the situation. Troy was hoping he'd buy the shop as a site for his new condo development. He says, it appears as if your mentor, Troy, is moving to California.
He was going to betray the Dirt Devils, sell up, build condos, move to Cali? Outrageous.
He was going to defend the 15-year-old children he hangs around with all day by moving away, eventually.
How could you do this?
How could you do this?
So, brilliantly, it turns out that Val, who was annoyed that Troy didn't let her be in the Slope Wizards anymore, had her rich father destroy Troy's business in revenge, which is a really spiteful but hilarious thing to happen at the end of the movie. Val's
she told her dad, we didn't need any more condos on the island, and we don't need Troy's shop either.
Yeah.
All the business will be funneled through Johnny Tsunami's Surf Shack.
Yep.
There's a new board store in town, one that cares about the sport and not just the money.
Yeah.
We pan over to Johnny Tsunami, who is dressed in a mink coat, counting his Surf Shack money. Oh, yeah, don't care about the money.
The trapdoor spider snatches his prey.
The trap is sprung.
Yeah. Oh, I just love it. I love the idea of Val's dad being like, destroy Troy's business, anything for my little princess.
my little princess gets what she wants. Troy is getting up in Johnny Tsunami's face. He's like, you've got, 5 boards over there? No serious rider is going to give you a second look. But wait, who's this walking up?
A voice cries out, Johnny T! Hey, aloha, Coney. It's a Coney Karma. He's rocking up with signed dirt boards for Grandpa's store.
He's got 2 dirt boards. The kids excitedly swarm him. It's only bloody a Coney Karma.
The children flock to him like the Messiah he is.
They can't believe it. They rub their eyes. They must be dreaming. A Coney Karma in the flesh.
They touch him, and so, it's brilliant. So Troy is furious, obviously. He gets really close to Grandpa's face and he says, once a Coney Karma goes back to the mainland and all those signed boards are gone, those kids are going to be back riding for me. I'm going to crush you, old man. I'm going to make sure that you lose your whole place and everything in it. And through this, Johnny Tsunami just stands smiling, totally impassive, either extremely high or fully aware that he's going to go tubular on Troy's long-term projections.
Yeah, he says. This is the point at which Johnny realises that this is never going to stop while Troy's alive.
We can have a clip of this.
Thought you were the godfather of dirtboarding. Just realized I've never seen you ride.
You got a point, surfer boy?
Sort of a tradition in our family. We settle things with our skills, not our mouths.
What did you have in mind? Come on board race. You win, we take the 4-wheel boards out, drop them here at your doorstep. You get all the dirt gear you want.
I win, both stores sell what they want. These guys get a choice.
No, you can't be serious. Dad, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm sure. I have faith in my grandson.
That's fine with me.
So, the deal is struck. I personally think Johnny should have negotiated a bit harder. I don't know how you feel about this, Andy, but if Johnny wins, both shops can sell what they want, which is how things currently stand and is also the law. Troy, meanwhile, has absolutely nothing to lose.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, in a losing scenario for Troy, his shop continues.
His shop continues the normal way it has done.
Yeah, the way it is now.
Yeah. Well, he should have been like, you get out of Hawaii forever.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Val's dad says, what do you know? I own just the right plot of land for this little race. Because remember,
a little parcel of land.
He likes to own things.
Yeah.
Cut to the track, and this is where we find out what Johnny Tsunami was doing wearing that suit. He got the bank to fund the development of this place. This place is a hill covered in flags and hay bales.
It's a hill with 3 flags on it. Hey, I need $20 for flags.
I need 5 million.
I need $20 for flags and 5 million for administrative costs. Hey, porno.
It's a dirtboarding course.
I suppose, in a way.
Yeah.
The whole world is a dirtboarding course.
If it's filthy, it's a dirtboarding course. So, yeah, it's a safe place for the kids to dirtboard. Hey, I thought I was your business partner, says Carla. It was a secret, says Grandpa.
Yeah.
And that's not addressed again. If I was Carla, I would be annoyed. I'd be like, this is a pretty massive project you've undertaken in your spare time, while we were rushing to get the wedding and the shop done.
Yeah, and struggling to get a line of credit from the bank.
Yeah, you've been secretly putting flags up on this hill.
Yeah, Val's dad says, he did this for you. You're a lucky young man, to Chris. And Johnny puts his arm around Chris and around Carla. And he says, when Johnny was a kid, he had the whole ocean to do his thing. I thought you needed a place to do what you love. Thanks, Dad, says Chris. Behind them, Pete Kapahala is walking along on his own.
Pete Kapahala then comes up behind Grandpa and says, you really are a great dad, Dad. And he puts both his hands on his father's shoulders. Grandpa doesn't even turn to acknowledge him. He sort of turns his head slightly, but not far enough to see his face.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa, what? Who just hit? Oh, it's okay.
Oh. And then he's like,
it's you, Peter.
Are you done, Pete? And Pete's like, I suppose, and slinks off. And then he goes up to his grandson. He goes up to his beloved grandson. And he says, just another mountain, eh, Bono?
Yes. So it's like, it's time for the big race.
I like this little line from Johnny Tsunami. He says to Johnny Kapahala,
this is good.
He says, you're not nervous, are you? And he says, yeah, no pressure at all, right? And then his grandpa says, you remember when you were a kid, you asked me who the best surfer in the world was? And Johnny says, yeah. And you told me the one who was having the most fun.
Nice.
That's nice.
That's good.
That's on par with They Don't Look Like Waves.
I also transcribed that completely and wrote nice afterwards. It is on par. Yeah. It's a sometimes these DCOMs, you just need one knockout line right where it really counts to make it feel like a film. And this one feels like a film.
Feels like an actual film.
Yeah.
Yeah, there hasn't been a single harrowing ape attack.
Well, we've still got 5 minutes.
That's true. We don't know how this race is going to go.
Troy loses control of his board and skates into the ape enclosure.
It's like a plane going through a barn full of chickens. He comes out the other side covered in apes.
He forgot that his pockets were full of bananas and nuts.
Full of ape chow.
They tear him apart. So, Chris arrives. He says he's scoped out the whole course, and then
Johnny hasn't.
No, Johnny hasn't.
Johnny was gonna skate this course blind.
Totally, yeah, never having seen it before. He describes the course, but there's really no need, Chris. This is Johnny Kapahala.
Johnny is an instinctual dirtboarder.
Exactly. You should be racing, Troy, says Johnny. You're better than me, but he isn't because Chris sucks and Johnny Kapahala is awesome.
Johnny rules, yeah.
Troy arrives. He is fastening on some special gloves. You're in way over your head, he says, considering that he is entered a sort of... You're in way over your head, he says to the one who is not a man in his 40s who's just gambled his whole business on a race against a teenager down a hill with the whole town watching. But yeah,
isn't having a normal one.
Yeah,
Troy is.
But this script is cooking because he says you're in way over your head, and Johnny Kapahala replies, "Maybe. At least I know how to swim."
Yeah, nice. So Johnny is calm and confident. Sam explains the rules. The winner has to nail 3 tricks before the finish. There's 3 jumps at the end. You got to do a trick off every single one of them.
I don't really understand this. You have to do a trick thing. It seems like they just do tricks all the way.
Yeah, but you have to do tricks over the 3 jumps at the end.
Yeah, but there's also no upcoming tension about the number of tricks. It's not like, oh no, Johnny's in the lead, but he hasn't done 3 tricks or whatever.
Hasn't done 3 tricks yet.
There's none of that. It's Going
extreme,
fast
isn't
is
it?
a trick. I'd make that case.
Yeah, press spinning, that's a good trick.
Winning a race, pretty tricky.
Navigating the weird familial web of the tsunamis. That's quite a trick.
That's a trick. So, the contrast and warm filter on the footage increases. It's time to carve some hill.
That's right. The race begins. Troy takes an early lead. The boring sport of dirtboarding is happening.
Yeah,
they're
two
going
are
very
quite,
slowly.
They're quite evenly matched. Okay, we get a few shots that have inverted colours, high contrast black and white, and then a poster filter all within 4 seconds. It is just, someone's just hitting randomize on the video effects thing. It's amazing.
I've got black and white, negative, there's a wall ride, all the effects on the free trial version of Sony Vegas editing software.
Yeah, it's got like a big watermark. Big watermark over it. Yeah. There's a sick wall ride bit. There's a sort of heavy bloom filter, and then hilariously another filter. This time an old-timey grainy one. Like this is colorized World War II footage.
like it's old newsreel footage of cowboys.
Like there's absolutely nothing extreme about the filter that makes it look like colorized, like black and white silent.
I've already used the other 4 video effects in the trial version of Sony Vegas.
Well, use one of them again and turn the shot upside down.
Damn, he's good.
My turn the shot upside down plugin is out of its 10-day free trial. So coming up to the final sector, Troy is ahead, but Johnny carves impossibly tight up to the inside of a corner and takes the lead. The finish line is now in sight, but Troy slides the rear of his board into Johnny's on purpose, tripping him. They both go down, but Troy is up first, laughing and shredding away towards the finish line.
His victory seems assured as he approaches the final 3 jumps. He does a big Indy nose bone. Johnny is ways behind. But then Troy messes up his final jump and goes rolling into the undergrowth. Johnny does a huge 540. He looks like he's about to land on Troy, but instead he just sails past him and he sort of looks at him tauntingly and then crashes into a big wall of hay.
But crucially, past the finish line.
Yeah,
although it does sort of imply that he's killed in this hay bale crash. He goes into it pretty hard. And everyone's panicking. But, of course, it's Johnny. He's fine.
He lives.
He lives. And thanks to his heroics, the shop is allowed to continue selling whatever goods they deem fit to under the law.
Whatever was happening before can continue. Troy is beaten and alone. He walks up and he says, "This isn't over." "Yes, it is," says Officer Oki.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shouldn't you be watching Jared or something?
Well, I can see Jared. He's right over there. See, Jared's been released to the custody of his parents. It's you we want to talk to.
You got nothing on me.
About of the break-in. You said you heard about Chris's jump. The only way you could have is if you talked to Jared.
He gave us a full confession. Told us all about your little powwow that night. So I figured, aiding and abetting, coercion of a juvenile to commit a felony.
Hey, okay.
Don't talk, Troy. Your attorney probably wouldn't like it.
Wow, so there we have it. Troy is dragged away in irons.
He's clapped in irons and taken away to face life in prison.
For encouraging a boy to break a surfboard.
The Devils all run up, their loyalty shattered.
Yeah.
They want to ride on the hill with the flags on it.
They say that the park is cool and everyone is friends now. Johnny's parents are looking forward to relaxing, but then Carla drops the bombshell. The wedding is back on. Which is weird because I think we all assumed it was.
Yeah.
I think we all assumed the wedding was back on at the point where everyone, like, they were reopening the shop before the big race. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, the wedding is back on. We cut to it happening. It happens. Everyone toasts and listens to Hawaiian music. We cut to Johnny and his grandpa surfing together. Chris is applauding them from the beach. They say, "Hey, you ready to give it a go soon?" And then he says that surfing is no big deal. Then the two of them grab him and beat his ass. And the film ends.
There's a bit of like horseplay among them. And the credits roll. And that is Johnny Kapahala back on board. Boy, Chris sure went missing an awful lot.
He sure did.
He's like...
Boy, Johnny Tsunami was high that entire movie.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. He was a business genius. And also, like, he's best friends with Oki the cop. He's definitely going to have Troy killed in prison.
The security camera malfunctioned that evening. There's no footage of how he ended up
killed with a surfboard.
Yeah, how he ended up with a surfboard
sailed
through his chest. Someone wrote "ee" on the wall in blood. That's not a clue.
Okay, so that it was good. Good one.
Yeah,
good decom.
I really like that. Everyone in it is really good. All your favourites from the first movie, some good new cast members, a great villain, a coherent plot, and Johnny Tsunami, again, one of the greatest characters in fiction.
I know. And I love that he stays true to the vibes of the first movie as well, which is just overcoming every obstacle with his incredible, calm charisma.
Yeah.
And like good vibes attitude.
Just so good.
Yeah, it's
so
really
good.
Nice. And I think I love that it's set in Hawaii as well. I just love watching like early noughties footage of Hawaii. There's just something about the TV.
I think it's New Zealand, but
oh, is it? Is it
New Zealand for Hawaii? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in any
but
case,
it still looks lovely.
Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. It's a real treat for the eyes. So I enjoyed that. And I think the only thing that's holding it back is that mountainboarding is
boring and bad.
Fun.
Yeah.
When I think of right now in my peripheral vision, I have a JPEG from motocrossed.
Yeah.
If this had been like motocross, that'd have been pretty awesome.
That would.
Or like, well, we don't have to list cooler sports than mountainboarding
because it's all sports.
Yeah, it's all of them.
It's every single sport.
All of them. Apologies if you're big into mountainboarding.
Yeah.
I don't
maybe consider another sport.
You know what? You do you. You shouldn't have to explain yourself to a podcaster ever.
What's interesting to me,
keep shredding the hill,
is why they made Johnny Tsunami in 1999.
Yeah.
And then waited until 2007 to make the sequel.
Yes, and then didn't call it Johnny Tsunami 2. But we've talked about the possible reasons for that.
But I mean, just like you look at Halloween Town that came out in.
Oh yeah, the hit rate on them it's nuts, isn't it?
It's like every other year you get a Halloween Town.
Yeah, and it definitely wasn't production time, or there wasn't a pandemic then.
No, and also it's like if you look at when Johnny Kapahala Back on Board came out, it's after High School Musical.
Yeah.
It came out the same year as High School Musical 2. So it's like during this period where Disney Channel original movies like, oh, hey, we're like real movies now.
Yeah.
So for them to go back to the well for Johnny Tsunami is interesting. And I just wonder why that happened.
Yeah. Well, Andy, maybe I can give you a little bit of behind the scenes intel on this. So this isn't much detail, but we got an email from Martin. Thanks for sending this along. I stumbled across a very interesting article about the rise of the DCOM in the early 2000s. I thought it might interest you, or the Mum Can't Cook community. There's a lot of statements by various people who worked on the movies, and it's a good insight into how some of the best entertainment that TV had to offer got made. Now, I have the link here. Listener, if you want to find it, then try Googling oral history of the Disney Channel original movie, and you will find it. It's on the website called Morning Brew. But they talk to loads and loads of different people who are involved in DCOMs, and they speak to Brandon Baker, who plays Johnny.
Yep.
It was different, says Baker. There was definitely... this is Back on Board. There was definitely a sense that the first film was a jumping off point for those actors. Like, let's put these people in the roles, knowing that we need to continue our brand in a certain way. Which, no judgment on that, it was just different. The second movie was just a little bit more calculated.
Okay.
So I think the vibe is that basically this is in a part of the article that is like post High School Musical.
Right.
So I think the vibe you get from reading this is that like pre High School Musical, they were just throwing a lot of stuff at the wall and having a good time and not really overthinking it. Clearly.
Yeah.
Post High School Musical, I think it was a bit more of a like, okay, what can we sequelize? What can we franchise?
Okay, that's interesting because the film that came out directly after High School Musical was Cowbells.
Yes, but I was going to say yes, but it would have been in production long before that, but it probably wasn't. It was probably in production like 48 hours before it aired.
48 hours before, yeah.
So,
exactly.
So here we go. From the article, when High School Musical premiered in January 2006, most DCOMs weren't franchises or sequels. From October 1997 to December 2006, 66 DCOMs were made. Of those, 12 movies, or about 18%, were part of established Disney IP. Only 3 were extensions of TV shows on the channel. 9 were part of the same franchise, 4 Halloween Town movies, 3 Xenons, and 2 Cheetah Girls. But after High School Musical, through to July 2023, 24 of the 50 DCOMs made, about 58% were franchise films or films based on previously established IP. So I think post-High School Musical success, the Disney Channel basically shifted to a more sort of corporate, let's try and like make money from our existing... And probably part of that was like, hey, Let's go back to the Kapahala well.
There's money in the Johnny Tsunami
stand.
Cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, that's, optimistic, but sure.
I'm going to read you one other thing from this article because I liked it. This is from director Paul Hohen, who was the director on Luck of the Irish and You Wish, I think, and some others. I think people don't understand how difficult it is to make these movies and all the things that can go wrong. One of my first movies, I was like, it's pouring rain. How are we going to shoot? We need to call a rain day. And producer Sherry Singer said, oh, you child, we don't call rain days. We shoot no matter what.
Well, I mean, yes, that much is obvious.
Yeah, and that's the thing, says Paul, that has stayed the same over these 18 DCOMs that I've done with Disney. You solve the problem, you bring up other scenes, or you rewrite it on the fly. It costs so much money to get a crew together, it's something like $500,000 a day.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, basically, if you're wondering why so many DCOMs have a sort of sense of like, did they come up with this in the moment? It's because they did, because it was raining or someone was ill or something. So,
excellent.
Yeah, brilliant. So thank you very much, Martin, for sending that one along. Can I read another email, Andy?
Yeah, sure.
This one's from Cole. It's about wrestling.
Great.
Cole writes, originally this was going to be a message explaining how points work in wrestling, but then I realised that even as a wrestler, I didn't care about points. The only real way you feel like you've won is with a pin. Also, one of my teammates had multiple matches against someone who was blind, and they were some of the scariest matches I ever saw. They would stay in contact the whole time, so the opponent would use that close proximity to basically charge my teammate like a bull.
Damn.
Half the time, both would fall out of bounds, nearly flying off the mat and hitting the floor beyond. They would then have to reset, since they were out of bounds, and do it all over again. Finally, you joked about winning a match because the other team couldn't fill a position, but that 100% is what happens. And not only do you win with the max amounts of points possible.
What?
This means my team, from a school with only a few people willing to do wrestling, went into scrimmages already having lost because we couldn't fill half the weights.
Okay.
Well, hope this helps put some things about wrestling in context. Thank you very much, Cole.
That is absolutely
I appreciate
wild.
that very much. Isn't that incredible? You're like, well, onto the bus, everyone, off to the big meet. Needless to say, we've already lost.
Let's say we've lost. We're crushingly defeated.
Yeah, crushingly defeated. We
cannot
mathematically win because there are only 4 of us and there are 8 classes or whatever.
But hey, let's do our best out there.
Do our best out there. Oh.
Amazing. Thank you for your email. That was excellent.
Yeah, that was great. Okay. Andy, I want to know what the next DCOM we're going to do is, but first, I want to tell you, listener, that if you can't bear the thought of having to wait a fortnight, that's outrageous, for more Mum Can't Cook, then how about this?
Don't.
Change your fate.
Don't even.
Do not do it.
Don't do it.
Instead, head to patreon.com/extra helpings and sign up to our Patreon, which gets you bonus episodes of Mum Can't Cook on the alternate weeks where we're recapping the Disney Channel original TV show, So Weird, and having such a good time.
Yep.
We just did one where Henry Winkler is there, and he's the Fonz. And he's a sort of like farting corpse.
He doesn't smell good like he usually does, but he smells bad.
He climbs in a bin.
Yep. So come on over, join up, become one of the So Weirdos. I think you'll really enjoy it. If you want to check out our merch store, you can go to bonesforbowser.com or mumcan'tcookstore.com. And if you want to send us emails, our email address is mumcan'tcookpod@gmail.com.
Andy, you know what I'm about to ask you, don't you?
Yeah. You're going to ask me which DCOM we're watching next. Yeah. Well, Luke, I can tell you. Okay. The DCOM we're going to do next, Luke, is 2000's Miracle in Lane 2.
Whoa.
Starring Frankie Muniz. Determined to keep up with his athletic brother, brackets Patrick Levis from So Weird, a boy, brackets Frankie Muniz, in a wheelchair, tries to win a Soapbox Derby trophy.
That's right. We're doing Soapbox Derby.
Yep. It's from the golden age of DCOMs. It's got Patrick Levis and Frankie Muniz, and it's directed by none other than Old Man Beeman. That's right. It's a Greg Beeman joint.
A Beeman joint, fantastic. And I promise I will not say the driver is essentially ballast more than 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times. Yeah. So come on back next time for A Miracle in Lane 2.
Yep.
And until then, just remember that sometimes waves don't look like waves. The best surfer is the one having fun. And if you want to destroy your business rivals, the best way to do it is to appear high all the time. These are the lessons of Johnny Tsunami.
Wait, where did Chris go?
He was here a second ago. Chris? Oh wait, he's over here. He got into Grandpa's sash box.
Oh no, Chris.